Welcome to episode 2 of Rolling Reckless.
Welcome.
I'm your GM, Matt Eads. I'm joined by Oliver.
Hello.
JR.
Hi.
Do you go by J or do you go by J?
I go by Jay today.
J today, alright. J. Kevin.
Also known as K.
Oh, sorry, K. Paul.
P.
Okay.
Yeah. Just gonna keep it going.
Amber Sparkle, first name, last name.
Amber Sparkles.
Welcome to episode 2 of Rolling Reckless. We're gonna get things started off without too much to say here. I'm gonna hit the music. I'm gonna read a recap. This is currently going up under the Talking Reckless podcast feed, so if you want the audio version of this, it will get spun out into its own feed. Once we get 3 episodes is what we need. We should have talked about this before the show, but when are we playing next? On Sunday? Mm-hmm. Sunday at, what did we do last time? Noon? 1?
Noonish.
I think it was noonish.
Noon?
Wait, what day is Sunday?
Sunday is
Sunday day.
15th.
Yes, that's
Yes,
correct.
that's good. Yes.
Should we say noon? Did we do noon last time? I remember
We
our
did
start
noon
time
last
feeling
time.
early last time, and
We
we happened
wanted
to
to
be like,
go
this is too early.
11, and then
I
we
was
got
like
bumped to
noon.
noon.
Okay.
Yeah.
12.
Sunday at noon is good.
All right, Sunday noon?
Yeah.
Okay, great. The next time we're going to play, live recording, Sunday, this Sunday, which is
15th. It's the 15th.
the 15th?
Yeah.
Sunday the 15th,
Yes.
a measly, what is that, like 4 days from now? 5 days from now? We'll be back for some episode 3, so come and join us then as well. All right, everybody ready? Mm-hmm. Odie's watching the chat. If music or any of the volumes are weird or anybody's off mic or anything, put them in chat and he will let me know.
Little monitor.
And without any further ado, welcome to episode 2 of Rolling Reckless.
Dun, dun, dun,
The
dun, dun.
Vanquisher Syndicate, you've been calling yourselves. When last we gathered around this table, you had, after months and months of travel in Baldur's Gate, after months and months of travel, arrived in Baldur's Gate. Keeping your heads down, looking for work, you sought out the Adventurers Guild, a bureaucracy of heroes and mercenaries who handle the distribution of work and payment in the city. In the few weeks you'd been in the city, you'd taken a few simple jobs. The work was relatively easy for a group with your particular set of skills, and it paid fairly well. Tentatively calling yourself the Vanquisher Syndicate, you took your next job from the guild. People were disappearing in a village about a day's travel away called Kornspar. After gathering some supplies, stopping in at the Maztican Draft, the potion store, Bryn stopped for her tarot reading, her fortune reading, as is tradition before most of the adventures she goes on. You traveled, you set out to Kornspar. On the first day's travel, you encountered some humanoid fish-like creatures who attempted to ambush you as you crossed a river. You made fairly short work of them, and you even decided to cook and eat the not-quite fish, not-quite people beings that you had defeated. And that night, Lily left the camp, as she's been known to do before. She returned hours later, her clothing torn, her hands and her face covered in blood. And exhausted, she rejoined the group, and you headed for the village of Kornspar. There you met Kale, a farmer who told you that the house in question, where people had been allegedly going into and not returning from, belonged to a wizard who had recently stopped coming out of his house. One of the villagers, a man named Richard, he went in to investigate, and he too didn't come out. So you went in to investigate the house. Inside, Turmeric found a switch hidden inside the fireplace. They revealed a passage, shining, smooth metal steps that were blocked by a massive door resembling a large gear. That as soon as Turmeric touched, it had begun to shift and move and turn in these square holes, spokes almost for the gear as it rolled out of the way. Which is what we see before us.
So where are we?
Set up.
So here's the staircase. So you guys are in this room. Arrange yourselves however you would like to be. This is the massive gear door wall that has
I'm right on
rolled out of the way.
the gear wall.
Tiny loop.
Oh yeah.
I don't know which one.
Baby loop.
Is this me?
That's me.
Baby loop.
That's me.
Baby loop.
So
Why
this
is
is...
your miniature not miniature?
Who?
Yours.
Mine?
She's a full-size lady.
Oh, I'm an elf?
They're tall, you know.
Legs are bent, and you're the same height as me.
Well, maybe you should got a bigger miniature. This was a regular
This-
elf.
is the top of this is the stairs, and that's the top, and that's go through the fireplace.
That's right. Yes, you had just come down the shining, smooth bronze stairs. I'll read you the description of the room again.
And then this is that big metal
Door.
gear
Metal
door.
cog. So yeah, the metal cog that spun out of the way.
Cog.
But did this opened?
It did, yes. As
it's like,
as turmeric, he made a
Like,
show of like rolling it out of the
like-
way, but really it rolled under its own power.
They don't know
So
He's so strong.
the steps that you came down were very slippery, smooth bronze. As soon as you stepped foot into this area, these oil lanterns sputtered into life along the sides, which illuminated the space. The gear rolled out of the way, and ahead of you, you can see the floor in here appears to be made of the same. The floor, both in the room you're standing in and the room you're looking into, which is currently dark, appear to be made of the same kind of shining metal of these steps, very smooth and polished. Looking around, you don't see any seams.
Is it slippery?
It's
Like you-
yeah, it's not as slippery as like Kevin's front steps, but
Yeah.
which is like a deck save every time you enter and leave the house. But it is it is slippery.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very strange construction. The walls are this smooth white seamless stone. They're not bricks and mortar. They appear to just be. You're not really sure how they would have been made, but very angular corners and very very straight, smooth shaped stone. Looking ahead, that's about all you see. This room is dark.
Is it the room that we're looking into also dark then?
The room you're standing in is lit as
Oh, okay.
as the
This one's
oil
dark.
lanterns kind of sputtered into life. But the room ahead of you is dark. Yes.
Do the Darkseers see anything?
Can I peek my head in to the doorway? See if I can see anything down this way?
Sure. Make a perception check. You have dark side.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a perception.
Tiefling.
Loop, what do you think about casting some detect magic? I don't know, we're in a wizard's lair.
Or maybe some
So you
light.
had detect
Do we
magic
yet?
on.
Yeah, I
last
don't know if it's
game.
still
Oh,
going.
okay.
It would have run out by now.
Okay.
I don't know if you're interested in trying
Maybe.
again. I don't
If
know.
we want to stick around here for 10 minutes or so,
Throw some light
as I
in there.
do my
16 for
magical
need a
stretches.
perception.
16 for your perception check. And you're just sticking your head in the room.
Yeah, I'm just like sticking it outside the door and then looking down that way.
16 is pretty good. So as you look in the room, you can make out these overlapping. You're not sure what they are at first. They look like roots almost on the wall. These kind of straight runs of. You eventually realize they seem to be pipes, and the walls in this room ahead of you are covered in them. They seem to be running. In straight 90 degree and 45 degree angles, but they overlap and they wind all around each other. And even just trying to follow one is impossible as it dives and jumps over other pipes. You can see a doorway. There's no doors, but you can see there are two doors out of this room in the corner there where there's kind of no wall drawn. And you can see there are two, you're not sure what they are, little shapes you can make out in the room that appear to be kind of standing and facing the wall over on this far side. I'll put here, we'll just use these for now.
Facing the wall.
They're stuck together. Well, you're not really sure what they are, but they're standing very close to the wall.
So Blair
What
Witch.
is this? Where am I?
And do they look humanoid?
They
Don't
definitely,
really know
well,
what it
sort of.
is.
Just from what you can see, they're about 3 feet tall, so a little taller than Loop. But the proportions are all. The legs are very long and skinny. The body appears to be this bulbous kind of centered thing. They don't really seem to have a head as much as just kind of a center part. And you get just a vague sense of movement. They seem to be doing something, moving. They're not standing totally still.
Okay.
You can kind of pick them out as they, whatever they're doing, they seem to move.
Okay. So there's two things moving inside the room, and then there's two doorways, gang.
Can they hear us? Do you think they can hear us?
I don't know. Hello.
Okay.
You can hear your voice echoing back. Hello, hello, hello. They don't seem to respond.
I feel like it's magic.
Oh yeah, you want to peep in?
Well, he doesn't have detect magic
Oh,
Yeah,
anymore.
it's done now.
But
I'm ritually casting it as we speak.
I could probably cast a little
Got it.
bit of light in there.
Take the torch, because I'll be holding the torch,
Torch?
and I'll start moving into the room.
Sure.
Wait,
Which one are you?
you should check for traps.
The doors.
Move yourself as you're moving into the room, Holden.
Cross the threshold.
Sure. As you do, you can hear, just like you did in the first room, this and these oil lanterns that you saw outside sputter into life around the outside of the room
So convenient.
and light it up.
I mean,
Didn't even need to
you guys all can see in the dark. I can't.
And as that
I mean,
happens,
for me.
these
And
two...
You don't. Gnomes are not. Ooh, sorry.
Your gnomes can't see the
Not
dark?
a
They can.
not a gnome.
Halfling.
Oh, halfling, right.
You can't just call them.
Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Maybe you just said that.
Um,
It's called him a gnome.
so these oil lanterns sputter into life. There are 4 around the room, and you can hear them kind of... and as they do, you can see that these creatures in front of you appear to be made of the same metal that the floor is. They are this bronze, very shiny, reflective color. You can see that their arms and legs seem to be made of metal. They are of a metal construction, almost like a wire work, where you can see through them. They appear to be made of very long, thin metal bands or strands almost.
So like clunky metal, not like liquid
Like
metal?
clunky metal, yeah. And as you step in and the torches sputter into life, they turn around. And you can see there's one big eye in the center of their kind of body. They are this spherical body of overlapping metal plates with one huge eye in the middle and a disturbingly human mouth that you can see beneath.
Hey.
And as they turn to look at you, one of them, the mouth opens and you can see like upsetting, like just human teeth, which is super upsetting. And it starts emitting this weird noise where it's kind of, it's almost speech. You can almost sort of recognize, it's almost a wordless form of communication. But it starts to almost chirp as it goes, burr, burr, burr.
Sounds like an
And the
alarm.
other one turns around, and similarly, you watch the big eye kind of scan around the room and see you guys, and it too starts making this burr, and they're going to start heading towards you.
Like aggressively?
They are moving towards you at a walking pace as they kind of... It's this very strange... You watch as they move, the knees bend both ways. So every time they take a step, they kind of do this taller, shorter, where their knee is bending both directions. You're not sure what aggressive would look like. But you notice they do have what appear to be little swords on them.
I'm going to drop the torch and like kind of show my hands and sort of call out to my friends like, you guys, there are these weird things coming at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna, as soon as the sound starts going off, I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing and just kind of like walk over and just get a look at these things.
I don't know what to do.
They continue to get closer as you can hear their metal feet clacking on the metal floor. As they, almost like it reminds you of a horse's gallop almost.
Try talking to them.
Hello? The name's Taft.
They're still both
Holden
just
Taft?
making this burr, burr,
Sounds like an alarm.
and walking closer to you.
Maybe we should just run from them or like walk away
I'm
from them.
gonna try and
I'm
That
gonna
way.
run.
telepathically communicate with one of them. Hey, we're just, just exploring the house, not hostile.
Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarms.
As you say that, Holden, one of them, you're not expecting it. It has a sword in its hand, but it is kind of just down at its side. The arm's loose as they walk up to you. And then the arm, like from behind, does this backwards windmill where it whoosh, comes around and attacks you. And everyone's gonna roll initiative.
Fucker!
They came out of nowhere.
Oh, that's so low.
I knew I saved my rolls. What am I gonna do?
Uh, 25 to 20.
21.
Dang.
20 to 15.
Oh, sorry. 25 to 20. No,
20 to 15.
no. Yeah. 15.
15 to 20. 15 to 10.
11.
Turmeric. 10 to 5.
8.
Loop. 5 or lower.
4.
Lily. What was Holden? Sorry.
15. 15.
And what was turmeric? I'm
11.
11. So Holden before turmeric.
Holden.
Holden, as one of these things stabbed you, that arm does this reverse windmill. That's cocked. Is going to strike you with a 10.
It's a miss.
Okay, you get your shield up. Clank its little sword aside. They don't seem strong. As you deflect the blow, it's almost like you're pushing a child over, and it kind of, you watch as the arms windmill around as it regains balance. And it's Bryn's turn.
What is this? I am going. Which one attacked? This one?
Yeah,
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
sure.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Whoa!
That's a hit.
And it's. We decided I can roll 2, right?
Yeah.
What do I need? A D8.
What?
8. Do I have another one? Another one? 4. 5 damage.
5 points of damage. Ready?
And
Freeze 'em?
reduce your speed by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay. As you extend your hand and that cool ray hits it, you watch as this frost creeps across the metal part of it. It doesn't seem to make its way into the eye, but the whole entire sphere body, this cool frost covers it. And next is their turn. I need a mark. Where's the markers? Are they in here?
No, they are
Oh,
not.
shoot.
They were.
I need a marker. Because as this is happening, as you're freezing this one that just stabbed Holden, you can hear this.
These are fannies.
Thinnies. Thinnies! It's like, what is he asking me? You can hear this clacking, this.
Uh-oh.
You're not sure. It's similar to the footsteps. Wow, these are thinnies.
Oh, I think that's the door.
And looking over to the wall where you didn't see it before, there is a. It's about yay big, about 2 foot by 2 foot. Just a spherical hole in the wall, a circular hole in the wall. It's about, you'd guess, 4 or 5 feet off the ground. Right here.
That's in the ground, you said?
It's in the wall.
Oh, in the wall.
In the wall, and you can hear this coming from it. And you watch as 4 more of these things
Oh, gotta plug that hole up.
come, just rolling, kind of almost very. They're kind of goofy in the way they move. How they all just come like tumbling out. And you watch his arms and legs spin at unnatural angles, and they all pick themselves up.
Interesting.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of them.
There were only 4. There were 4 more. And Bryn, as you're saying, that is a lot of them. There's a brief pause and then a bigger one. Lands on the ground.
Well,
Ooh, cool.
And this bigger one, it looks like it looks. It is a square construction. It appears to be a cube, almost bisected by what looks like a spring in the middle. Kind of reminds you of a hip, like human hips almost. And they all emerge from this hole in the wall. Holden, the one that attacked you, is going to attack you again.
Okay.
Oh, it's cocked because I have a giant gutter. 5.
Negative.
The second one, we'll also attack Holden because he's the only one close. Man, 8 is probably no good.
No.
And that's their turn. Next is Tumor. Sorry, next is Holden.
Okay. I am going to. So the last one that swung at me, I'm gonna bat away the. What are they holding? Swords?
To them, they're the proportions of swords. They'd be like a long knife for a normal sized human.
Okay, I'm going to bat it away, and then I'm gonna big soccer kick it because it's 3 feet tall.
Sure.
I feel like I should be offended.
19.
19's a hit.
And so what is unarmed? It's D4 plus my strength.
No, usually it's just a 1 plus your strength.
I think. What do I got? I don't have it written down here.
Monks use a D4, I know.
I have something. I'm sorry, I don't have it here. But okay, I'll look it up. That's 1 plus 3, so 4.
It shatters. This is the one that Bryn had frozen. And as you bring your foot into the center of its face, it shatters, with the exception of the eye, which seems very organic as it lands on the ground.
How big is the eyeball?
It's like maybe a little smaller than that.
Okay.
Like whatever that is, kind of, I don't know, 3-inch diameter, like the size of an apple, bigger than a eyeball.
Okay.
that you would
Gross.
think of.
And then I'm gonna turn.
Knock that one over. Amber, you're on miniature duty.
Sorry. Okay.
I'll turn this way to just sort of just put my attention to these ones.
Sure. After Holden is turmeric. Turmeric root.
I am going to run up to that next one and...
Which one are you? This one?
Yeah,
So you're gonna run up from here?
right next to it,
Okay.
past the threshold.
Put your pull your mic a little bit out there.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna attack it.
Sure, go ahead. Just a regular straight attack.
I'm gonna use the pommel end.
Sure.
Doink. So doink.
5.
A 5 is not
Plus-
enough. Plus.
I forgot how to play.
It's only
My strength modifier and proficiency?
Yep.
9.
A total of 9?
Total of 9.
9 is not enough. As you bring the pommel of your what's your weapon?
Longsword.
Longsword.
Oh, the pommel of your longsword down. It just kind of tong bangs off this metal. It sounds hollow when you hit it, but doesn't appear to do any damage. Anything else, Turmeric?
No.
After Turmeric is Loop.
Can I see the other group over there?
You could hear them fall in. Where are you standing?
He's right in here.
Behind there.
Really
Yeah,
far.
looking between Holden's legs, you're able to.
All right. I would like to cast Entangle on the group of them.
Sure.
So 20-foot square, starting from a point that I can see. So I think that can get all of them.
Like we're a square, so
A 20-foot square.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that gets all of them.
this one?
Or does 20-foot square mean 4 squares?
yeah, that's a weird way of. It must mean 20 on. Must mean 20 on a side. Must mean 20 on a side.
So it would be like here to
Or is that
here.
huge? What is the entangle? Those spell cards are weird, man. Those spell cards use weird wording. I'll look it up.
The spell cards are just like the book.
No, they're not. They use like short.
I think we need to, because at the beginning of the spell chapter, I'll have like a picture that shows you exactly what it means when it says a square or
Oh,
a cone.
yeah.
I would think it'd be like 5, 10, 15, 20.
Rules check. We're on it.
20-foot cube. No?
Yeah.
4
So what does
squares.
square look like?
Line, cone, cube, sphere,
Does it say what?
cylinder.
There is no square.
Does it say
Point
what?
of origin.
What's the spell?
A 20-foot
Tingle?
square.
From a
Tangle.
ground, spread from the ground in a 20-foot square from a point you can see. I'm gonna say, what level spell is this? A 1? Level 1? In a 20-foot square. I mean, a 20-foot square would be 20 by 20 to me. It'd be 4 squares by 4 squares.
Okay.
That's
It's a,
right.
it's a 20-foot square.
Yeah.
That's how we played it last.
Yeah.
All right.
That makes sense.
So can I get it so that the square ends just where they are, and then goes this way?
Into the totally.
Yeah.
Here, draw that up for him, would you?
I don't know.
Just
Like just
the floor of
a
it?
2x4 rectangle that covers them, and then
Okay.
nowhere else. I think, right?
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Perfect.
That's 2x4.
Or whatever it would.
So they have to make a strength saving throw or be restrained by entangling vines.
Okay.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting top left for me. 1 rolls a 3. Natural 20 for number 2. 17 for number 3. What is the pass or fail? This would be way easier.
It is a 13.
13. Okay, so fail.
This one?
Yeah. Pass. Big one passes. Next one. Fails. Next one. Fails.
So
All right,
these 3
so
fail.
they can use their action to try and break free again.
Okay, they're restrained.
Yes, they are restrained.
Okay.
And it is
Good
also
one.
difficult terrain
Okay.
for the few squares.
Anything else, Luke?
No, as
These-
I kind of wave my hands around and make these vines sprout out of the ground and
They
wrap up a few of them. But
they come out of that hole that these things had been tumbling out of, because the floor is this smooth, impenetrable bronze, or whatever kind of metal it is, and you watch as first one little root makes its way out, and then several others follow, followed by more and more and more until it looks like a giant snake almost, just pouring out of this hole as these roots cover this area of the floor. After Loop is Lily.
If we enter that area, do we get entangled too?
No, but it is rough terrain.
I see.
So
I
it's
think,
like
right?
half-
It doesn't entangle.
no, I think it entangles you.
Does it?
A creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw.
When you cast the spell.
Creature. Oh yeah,
So it is just rough terrain from.
yeah.
from
Now
here
it's
on
just
out.
rough terrain.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the vines do wrap around the legs and bodies of several of these things as they kind of get dragged down into the vines. After Loop is Lily.
All right. Loop, you're pretty dope. Just gotta tell you, friend. So there is one guy standing closest, like right here, right?
This one?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna come in the room. Which one am I? I can't reach it.
This one, I think?
Yes, it has a tail.
5, 10, 15,
I'm
20.
gonna come somewhere here.
Sure.
And then I'm just going to strike it with my sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you still exhausted from last time?
I have a point.
Okay.
Yes.
So that means disadvantage?
Only on ability checks.
Oh, okay.
But remember that you have it.
Yes. And what do I add again?
Proficiency plus whatever your stat is, plus whatever bonuses you have, which are probably nothing else at this level.
It's 20.
20 is a hit.
Yes.
Dang.
And then... 4 damage.
4 damage. What's your weapon?
A longsword.
A long sword. It'll take me a little bit to remember everybody's weapon of choice. As you bring your sword down, it's a very strange. It definitely hits the creature, but you were hitting this metal sphere. So as you bring your sword down, it just kind of it's like hitting a pole with a bat, where it like vibrates up your hand. It kind of makes your hands hurt. And you watch as this thing, like the arms go back again, and then tries to find its balance.
Okay.
That's 4 points of damage. Anything else, Lily?
I don't know if I can do anything else for my bonus. I think I'll just kind of ready myself
Sure.
for them to attack if they attack me.
Sure.
Yeah.
After Lily is the big one, who is not restrained. He's going to make his way through the rough terrain. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to go right next to Lily. And this one, just like the other one, is going to bring this little, what you would consider a knife, but to them is a short sword, as it brings its arm around unnaturally quick and tries to stab you, Lily. Natural 20.
Ooh. Darn.
You take 7 points of slashing damage as the sword
My goodness.
That's one butter knife.
sticks you in the thigh.
Yeah.
But
And it's like it's like you're being shanked almost, where it just like immediately pulls the knife back, and you can see the arm is already coming around for a second stroke, which it will do next turn. It is Bryn's turn.
Oh yeah, me. Lily, are you wearing armor?
I think I just have studded leather.
Okay, so you are wearing armor.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably everybody except Turmeric is.
Just
I would
Turmeric's
assume,
not.
yeah.
Okay.
Skins over here.
Right, because he doesn't have a shirt. Okay. I will try. I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on the big guy.
Sure.
Let's see. Where's my natural
That-
one?
Oh no, you miss. Natural one, you miss. You. I mean, it's not a weapon attack, so you can't really critically miss. But as you go to grab it for your chill touch, you stumble and you freeze a spot on the metal, where there is this now like frosted handprint when you pull your hand back. Anything else?
No, I can't really do much.
After Bryn is these guys. Number 1 is going to do a strength check and try to break free of these entangling roots.
Shoot.
It rolled an 11. What do I need to break out?
13.
Okay, first one fails. The next one, which is 3, rolls a 19. So I got it
This one?
tracked. No, that one's gonna roll right now though. And he rolls a 9. So these two are free and are gonna move out. One to Holden. That one's stand Lily back up. This guy's
Sorry.
gonna
Sorry, Lily.
10, 15, 20. He's gonna right there.
Okay, we-
attack Lily.
Gotta move out.
I think Lily's right here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That little guy's
Yeah,
there.
that one's there.
Sorry.
Can we move the dead one out of the way?
No.
Okay.
We might need to search it later for treasures. It might have treasures. Maybe his eyeball's still rolling
Metal
around.
scrap.
Lily, that one that rushed up to you, you watch as it kind of pushes past. It runs through the legs of the much taller square one in front of it, and it pops up and is going to stab at you. That is a 16 to hit.
It hits.
That is 4 points of slashing damage.
Spicy.
As another stab. The knife enters and exits very quickly.
Holy fuck.
This one's going to attack Holden that just ran up. 12.
12 hits.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have your shield?
I do have my shield. 12 doesn't hit.
Okay.
All you carry?
You get as it's coming towards you. You're like, I have my shield. Your shield comes up and blocks the stroke. This one in the corner is also going to attack Holden. That last one's still alive yet. With a 5. Same thing. The shield comes up as it knocks these feeble strokes away. It's like being attacked by babies.
Little babies.
Next is Holden.
Maybe we should just grapple him.
For the last one that attacked me. Oh, and it's I got Tevin Rolla, which gives me a default for unarmed damage.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'll bat the thing on the attack out of the way, and then bring my shield back down on him.
Sure. Go roll an attack.
Oh, I forgot about the
D8. Well, it depends. Are you getting AC or are you not getting AC?
I don't know, but that's
Well, you have to know before you say if you're gonna hit or not.
it's not gonna hit.
It's like It's like a war axe. It's like a battle axe.
Yeah.
One-handed or two-handed.
I don't know. Fucking. What am I adding?
Strength plus proficiency modifier.
10.
10 to hit is not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough.
But the damage die will change, and your AC will change based on if you're one-handing or two-handing. If you're offensive or defensive. So right now, are you in your offensive stance with your shield? Are you looking to just deal damage, or is your shield up and acting as +2 AC?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Right? Is it a two-handed weapon that you can't defend yourself, or is it a one-handed weapon?
So in that
defense?
situation, like I batted it out of the way, and then I came back down with both hands.
Okay, so you're going to lose your 2 AC then.
At that point?
Until your next turn. Until you decide. It's just think of it like a one-handed or two-handed weapon.
Yeah.
When it's two hands, no AC, you're doing damage.
Yeah.
When it's one hand, you can do both.
Yeah, I'm gonna. And that's what I do. Let's just call it that, and then I'll fix it for next time.
Okay. I'm still confused. Are you one-handing or two-handing?
It's two-handed.
Okay. All right. As you bring your shield down, you miss because he has a special shield that he fights with. We're gonna learn all about it. Don't worry.
Can't wait.
We figured this out behind the scenes last time. Yes, as you bring your shield down, you're trying to spike it with the point, trying to bring the point of the shield into the orb of this creature, but you come up just on the flat, and it just bangs off it. After holding this turmeric.
I am going to swing my sword at the one in front of me.
Sure.
$15 plus
Cool.
5.
For a total of
20.
Is a hit. Is a hit. Woo. Go ahead, roll damage. Which one? Where's turmeric?
Big sword overhead.
This one? This one.
Yeah.
You're hitting at this one?
Yeah. So I do 1d10 for two-handed.
Are you two-handing or do you have your shield out?
I didn't specify, so I'll just do 1d8.
Okay. But remember, you have 2 AC then, because your shield is on your other hand.
Okay, yeah.
Right? You either just like Holden, you either one hand for less damage and get 2 more AC, or you put the shield on your back and you two hand for more damage and lose that AC bonus.
Okay. I'll do shield.
Go ahead, roll damage.
Damage 4
4 damage.
plus. It's strength, right?
Yeah.
Plus 3.
So
Is that
7?
with proficiency also?
No. Proficiency is only to hit.
So 7.
7 damage. You bisect it cleanly in half. You can hear like the ripping of metal. It's not a pleasant noise as your sword like is sawing through this metal basically.
Sweet.
And as it falls, the two halves, they kind of clank, clank, clank. You watch as this. You're not sure what they are. Little pieces seem to fall out. You're not sure what they are at this distance, but it like you can hear a scattering of metallic objects.
Awesome.
Anything else?
Just gonna cheer.
You raise your sword. you all watch as Turmeric cuts one in half and then makes that one peck wink as he's doing it. Loop.
Nicely done there, Turmeric. And then I'll dart underneath Holden's legs, doing the same move that the other one did.
Okay.
And like get to the other side, right beside.
Like here or over here?
Definitely not in the middle, like that
This
towards
side?
Matt's, where you were before.
Kind of in the
and
mid.
then before towards Matt.
Towards
on
Matt.
the other side,
This
yeah.
on this side.
Yeah. And then I will attack with my rapier.
Go ahead.
For 10.
10. You're attacking that little one, right?
This little guy.
Is not enough. As you poke with your rapier, it just hits the metal, and you watch as the rapier bows, but doesn't seem to do any damage.
Should have aimed for the squishy part in the eye.
After Loop is Lily.
I don't have a whole bunch of hit points. I'm going to attack the big one because this one is still standing, right?
Yep.
These both are still standing.
They are all three rapidly. They're just two. They're both rapidly trying to, like, machine gun stab you.
And I can't back away because then they'll get an attack.
That's correct, unless you take the disengage action. But that's your action.
Oh no!
What's it gonna be?
Oh!
You can see the sword coming around for another stab.
I don't know. Oh no!
Oh, the pressure.
Oh no!
How many hit points do you have?
I have 8 left.
Oh.
Oh yeah, she
I
was
would-
no weakened
Fucked
state.
me up
I
for
would
a 7,
get
the
out
first
of it.
one. Okay, so if I take disengage, then what happens?
You just don't. You've used your action, so you can't attack.
Yes, but I move.
You do not take attack of opportunity until your next turn, for the rest of the turn.
So can't she disengage and move?
Yeah. You just won't get to
she's-
attack after.
Yeah, she's up her.
Yeah.
Okay,
action.
let's do that.
Okay, you disengage?
Yes.
Sure. Where would you like to move?
Ah, way.
Ah!
We need a
Where
craft
can I move? Anywhere 30?
Like you could,
Yeah, you have your
You
movement.
can move back that way.
or
and
yeah,
you can
maybe
move.
that way.
You can move through other characters. You just can't end your space. You can't end in the same space as another character.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back over here.
Sure. And they do try to
Help
stab.
her out.
I
You can describe it all and just demand
Pointed where she can
demand
go.
amber. Yeah.
How much help does a person need? You can go right there.
Yeah,
and I don't want to take it away from
Yeah.
her.
Sure,
Let's
they
hang
do.
out.
The two swords do come down to stab you as you move away, but you
Yeah.
get your sword up, and you can hear the ching ching, the clang clang, as you parry both the blows. Bending, the little one's sword bends as you parry its blow because it's so tiny.
Little baby.
After Lily is the big one.
Big guy.
He's going to. He's going to move into the corner right in front of Turmeric Root. And that sword arm is going to come around that reverse windmill as he tries to stab the shirtless Root. Turmeric, pardon me.
There's protection.
Excuse me.
I'm within 5
What's
feet.
your AC again, Jay?
What is that? If you're within 5 feet?
Gives just disadvantage, imposes disadvantage to an attack.
15.
Okay.
15?
They're both the same 11.
Miss.
Miss. Perfect. It brings its sword arm up to stab you, and you just grab it. You just stuff it, and it's like has the strength of a child. Like these things are not strong. After is Bryn.
All right, she like gets back up and like dusts herself off after that little embarrassing stint. And is gonna try to chill touch again on the big one.
Go ahead.
Come on. Oh. 6.
6 is not a hit. Same thing.
She just like sighs with like anguish as like just like a little bit kind of seeps out, but like it's just like a little fog.
Yeah, for what? Yeah, you do manage to touch it for whatever reason. It doesn't seem to.
Aw.
It's just like kind of upset. Clearly upset.
After Bryn are these two are going to try to break out. That one rolls a 2 and is still trapped. That is cocked.
Quick question for the DM.
Sure.
Did I see where the eyeball rolled to?
It's just lying
in
in the
there?
middle of it
Okay.
is a pristine bronze shining floor.
Okay,
It is
so you
very
can
obvious
clearly see.
where this
Okay.
thing is like
Okay.
landed on the ground. 15 for the strength check.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So this bottom one breaks out.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Where
it's
is it
going
moving?
to move into that spot where the dead one was.
Like in here?
That's right. And it's going to attack Turmeric on the diagonal. 11 again, which misses. What do I got left for little ones?
You got this little one,
Yeah.
and that little one, and
one's stuck.
that little one.
Yeah. That little one in front of Loop is going to attack Loop. Oh my goodness. I keep rolling into the don't roll zone. That's not a natural 20, but a 20.
20 is a hit.
How does
you take 2
how does
points
reaction work? I only have 1 reaction per round,
Turn.
right?
per turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, per like full initiative.
Okay.
Yeah. Was your defense thing a reaction?
Yeah.
Okay.
I make
wonder
the
if I can
concentration
just-
save for the spell.
Okay. Yes. Two points of damage.
Yeah.
If slashing, if it matters. And that last one up there is going to move in.
Oh, sorry, this one?
No, the top
This
one is. He can't really get anywhere, hey?
Yeah, these guys are all lined up here. You have to go around. Run through around his legs.
I mean, it just presses up against. It just moves as close as it can, and it still tries to reach. You guys can see as it's trying to kind of sort of jump and stab, but can't quite get close enough. But it doesn't seem intelligent enough to really realize what to do about it. Next is Holden. Mr. Tift.
Taft. Same thing. The just little fuckers in front of me, and I'm just gonna keep two-handing my I was gonna say battle axe, my battle shield.
Sure.
The one in front of me. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oof, it's weak. 2.
2?
Yeah.
You kick it. There's a clang, and a minute where it, again, you watch as it unnaturally, it 90-degree bends back on its legs in a way that a person couldn't, and then just stands back up. It's kind of like a kip up, but its feet never leaves the ground. Anything else?
No, just stand my ground.
Turmeric?
Does it cost an action to put my weapon away?
No.
I'm gonna put my weapon away and grapple the big guy.
This one?
Sure. Roll a athletics check.
Athletics.
So just so we're clear, the grappling condition, they can still attack, they just can't move.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Are you
Or
sure
is
you want
it,
to?
if I want to tackle it to the ground?
Grappling
still?
Kind of isn't.
Like a spear, like I'm trying to go and spear him.
If he's restrained, you can get advantage, disadvantage is kind of the best you can do. But unless you have an ability that stuns or knocks somebody out for a turn, there's no standard action that really does that.
Can I just kick him then?
Sure. Yeah. You sure you don't want to use your sword?
I'll use my sword.
Okay.
I'll pull it back out. Rethought my
So grappling
of
really
attack.
doesn't do anything.
Well,
Yeah, it
if you're
stops someone
not,
from running away.
Speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack
Is that
rolls have
called?
disadvantage, and the creature has disadvantage on dex saving throws.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Have
It doesn't
advantage?
look like. Oh,
I mean, if you have to ask if
Maybe it
it's
was.
cocked, it's
Yeah.
probably cocked.
it moved when I moved it, so.
all right.
Oh! I rolled
Oh.
a 7.
7 is not enough.
Should've went with the
As you bring your sword down, you miss. It steps out of the way, and your sword vibrates off the bronze floor. Do you still have your rages and things marked down from?
Yeah, I don't have any rage right now.
Okay, you guys have. Oh yeah, because you
Nope.
guys slept since that first combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I do have rage?
Yeah, you have 2, I believe. 2 per day, I think. Maybe even more per day at level 2.
I don't think it's more than.
And you have your reckless attacks and things. Remember, you got abilities.
Maybe I will use it.
Turmeric is loot.
I'm going to attempt to attack the one in front of me again.
Sure.
And I'm going to aim for the squishy part this time.
Sure.
You have 2 rages.
Squishy.
23.
23 is a hit.
Yeah.
There
we go, Luke.
It is just standing back up from Holden kicking it over.
For 5 damages.
Oh, little
And
guy.
as it does its 90-degree stand-up, your rapier is waiting for it, and it just brings its own eyes, it impales itself, and then immediately falls back off.
That's
and is
this
dead.
one?
Oh,
Yes.
Die, bitch.
I figured it out. Aim for the squishy parts.
Anything else, Luke?
Is there anyone else near me? Like, if I move, do I take opportunity attack?
No. Or is
There's
that
one.
one? Yeah.
There is one there?
Yeah, there's
Okay,
one.
yeah,
This
no,
one
I'm good.
right
I'm good
here.
where I'm at then.
Okay. After Loop is Lily.
So there's two, the big guy and then the small guy?
And then
There's
that
this
one over there.
and that one.
Oh, there's okay. There's,
three,
a couple
There's four.
still.
One,
okay.
2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna cast my right.
Sure. Max
Gash my hand.
max HP goes down by 2.
Yes. And then who can I get to?
Which right did you pick?
The lightning.
Okay.
Yes. I wanted to try it on these middle
Sure.
dudes. Can I get to that middle? Can I get to one of the guys from where I'm at? Like I have to move obviously, but which one can I get to?
What's
So
your
much going on.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get through without. You can take the dead ones away if you want to make it easier to look at. I don't know if you can get through without taking an attack of opportunity. Can you?
No, I think she could move into that crook right there, and then she'd be like sort of in range, right?
like here?
You got to be within 5 feet to melee attack.
You
Yeah.
have to move here.
You can move right
But how
there.
are you going to get there?
She can go through.
And take an attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Actually, take 2 attacks of opportunity because it's diagonal to the.
Well, if you
big
go
one.
this way, 1, 2, 5, 10.
Can I like
Still an
sneak
attack.
the door?
The door is these 2.
These
The
ones
10
right
feet.
there.
Yeah, the 2 spaces.
Yeah,
But I
Turmeric
want,
and
like,
Taft are sitting on the door.
Oh.
You will still take the 2. Anytime you pass adjacent to someone, they can take the attack of opportunity, right? So you will still take 2 attacks.
Just gonna have to sit and wait.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll get out of the
As
way.
you
for
did fire your sword up as you drew it across your hand.
Yeah.
The lightning is now crackling up and down the length of your blade.
Okay. I'll
She can
just-
probably only take 1 attack of opportunity. Is there? Because how many enemies are there? There's 3 enemies, right?
There's 3.
Get this out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that over there.
So yeah, she'll only take 1 from the big one if she wants to.
Who's this? That's an enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big guy.
She'll move through
Well, she'll be
Yeah.
and take.
she'll be
Oh, yeah,
within
yeah,
range. Yeah.
Yeah.
so you can do
she
it with
actually
one
won't-
attack. Of
Yeah,
opportunity
you won't
from
get-
the big one. You're right. As long as you don't leave the range of that second one. If you just move right through them both, you could.
Like through here. Through here.
Well, no, through here. You could end
No,
here.
you can't go through the enemies.
Can't.
You can only go through allies.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But they're so small, you can just walk over.
I mean, that might be true.
Yeah,
that
you
might be
try
totally
to.
true.
They are medium. They are medium-sized creatures.
They
They're
might
not.
just
They're not small
dab
like Loop
upwards.
is.
Maybe just
Okay,
get
okay,
yourself
okay.
situated.
I'm just gonna
Or go for this guy.
try to.
She'd still get attacked.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna try to get through the crowd, I guess.
Sure.
I got a
Trying
healing
to
potion.
maybe. Yeah. Where am I going?
We got
I don't
health potions.
know.
Where are you moving?
We need to hang on to those.
Maybe
We're good. We got health
here
potions. Don't worry.
So
Don't you
remember-
worry.
Just move
Or no,
closer.
here?
You're gonna get attacked anyway.
Because you go through
Yeah.
May, but
This guy's right
He
here.
would
Yeah.
attack me.
he would
Yeah.
attack you.
You can get to where you pointed, but you still take the attack from
Just
the
the
big
one.
man.
The
That's
big
right.
one.
Okay, we'll do it.
Okay.
I'll go here.
Why is
As
it
you,
all
like-
the way over there?
Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Coming through.
Because I
Pardon
would
me.
have had to
Excuse me.
take
Out of the way.
two
Coming through.
attacks.
It takes the attack of opportunity. Watch as the sword comes around
Now you're
with
shooting.
blazing speed,
Rounded.
and
Bitch.
is an 8 to hit.
An 8?
No.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Swift.
Yeah, you get your
an
lightning
arrow.
sword up as it blocks the attack.
All right.
Good call.
Cool. And I still have a.
An attack.
Yeah,
An
you still have
attack?
your action and
Slice
Like-
and dice.
15 feet of movement.
Let's go. Cut that bitch.
Cut that bitch. So there's 3 here. There's 1 there. I can't move away because they'll attack me. So maybe I'll just try to go for the big guy.
Sure, go ahead and roll attack
Yeah.
with your long sword.
Sword. Well,
Oh,
hey!
What do you roll?
So hits.
What is it?
Yeah,
What is it?
18
Plus.
plus 2, 20.
Is it?
Okay.
Plus 4. Should be at least plus
Plus your proficiency,
See?
plus your stat.
Proficiency plus my stat.
So plus 2 for proficiency, plus whatever your stat modifier is, which is probably Dex.
Stat.
Longsword's
Oh
versatile, I
yes,
think.
4. So 21? No, 22.
It's
Yeah.
still a
22.
hit.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll damage.
Okay.
And
Okay.
add a D4 for your lightning.
So my damage is 1d6. Plus this one. And
Plus a
then,
D4.
And then-
which one's a D4?
Same
triangle.
healing
Triangle.
potion.
Oh,
the
yeah.
triangle
So
ones.
these 2. Okay, ready?
Just gonna wind up.
This one's cocked.
What? That was a cocked in the box.
It was.
It didn't come out of the top.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a 4.
I rolled another 4. Or no, I rolled 1. Sorry. 7. I have
7 points of
yes.
damage. On the big one?
Plus your modifier, plus your dex modifier.
9.
9 points of damage.
Why?
9
I believe this is the
points.
first time the big one has been hit. As you stick your sword in, it gets kind of caught between the two, where the divide in the box is, where it's like middle spring joint is, and you watch as the lightning seems pretty effective as it arcs across all the metal on its body.
Cool.
And you watch as it grounds itself to the floor with these big kind of almost thunderclaps. It's still moving, but you can see smoke is coming out of the joints on the arms and the legs, and a little bit around the eye. Now it's the big one's turn. Who's going to turn around and attack Lily, who still has her sword kind of stuck against it? That's a natural 20.
Oh, I got no protection.
She's going down.
Wait.
Okay.
I do have a shield. Can I? I don't know. I don't know if it was out. We didn't say if it was out or not.
How much damage did you roll for your longsword?
1d6.
Yeah, a d6 for my longsword.
Then you would be one-handing your longsword. So in the other hand would be your shield.
So
Ooh.
yes.
We have to. If
Is that a
everybody
yes?
has one-handed or two-handed blade,
you
we're going to have to be
gotta
really
figure that out.
careful about
Yeah.
specifying what we're doing.
Yeah.
But because you rolled a d6, you would have your shield out.
Okay.
It is
So
still a
add
natural
the
20.
2 to my
Yes.
AC. Okay.
Yes.
Or my
Your AC.
AC.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Natural 20.
Yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's cocked.
Still
oh
hits.
boy, oh boy. You take 12 points of
Oh
slashing damage
fuck!
as
Are you up?
I'm down.
the sword just sticks you in the chest,
that
and you all
sucks.
watch as Lily just falls backward, hits the ground. The lightning on her sword dissipates and fizzles out. Next is Bryn.
Okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
run there.
Now it's my turn to roll the natural 20s. It's 2 today. Feeling good, gang.
How do you figure
out
what your AC is?
I feel like I'm gonna need that.
What does this number consist of?
Bryn, you saw Lily
Yeah, I
get
know.
stabbed
I'm gonna save her. Don't
fall
worry.
back and hit the ground. You can hear her horns bang off the bronze.
Okay, 2.
What's my movement these days? Oh, I go so far.
Leather armor, so it's 12.
6, 14.
And then plus 2 because you have a shield.
I just have to be like diagonal from her to give her a spell.
Thank
correct?
you.
It's still my action.
Depends on the range of the spell.
Oh,
Like
you
a
have
potion, if I
studded
get
Potion,
leather
yes.
armor.
Potion diagonal.
That might
Within,
be better.
adjacent to, so diagonal.
I don't have it written in here.
I will move 5, 10,
Maybe I do.
15, 20.
Okay.
And
Yeah, it doesn't say.
I guess I'll use one of my potions.
Sure. You're gonna pour it in Lily's mouth.
Well, you don't
Yeah.
have to.
Oh, here we go. First potion. First potion of the
Here we go,
campaign.
Lily.
Oh, just dump him out. Just dump him out. Just dump him out.
Take them out and
You gonna
roll.
hand feed her or what?
+2.
Plus what?
+2.
Is that 0?
There's
No,
no
it's a
0
one.
on a dice.
That's a 1.
That's
It's a
all
1.
threes.
And
Facing
three.
up.
It's a 3.
Oh, it's
Facing
a
up.
3.
3
I can't
and 3.
Plus
Oh,
six.
these dice are weird. I
These
haven't
dice are
seen
weird.
dice like that.
What?
Okay.
Lily heals for 8
Do you ever
as you
do D&D?
dump your healing potion
No.
into her
You're gonna
mouth.
like
Okay. So I only get one of these then?
It's gone. Yeah, you used your healing
Smash my
potion.
phone.
It's a healing potion.
healing potion.
Give me the healing.
I thought there was 2 in there.
Back to the shop.
Bullshit.
Did you guys see our healing
your
potions, by the way?
was 12, so it is right at 16.
Pretty cool, eh?
That is pretty cool.
cool.
It's super cool.
That's a beaut.
Pour it into my hand.
Made those myself.
Put it in her face.
So I'm conscious.
With 8 hit
conscious.
Put it in your hand and you
conscious.
stab her.
See, I like
Thank
you. I
you.
like you that much.
Okay, well, thank you. I
After
have one
Bryn,
too.
this one's gonna try to break free from the roots
Still.
and pass with 19 finally. And it's gonna move 5, 10 through the rough terrain. 15, 20. Yep, it's gonna stand right there. And it's gonna attack Bryn
Come on at me.
for 7.
Protect.
Ha! No go.
Lucky. What do I got left? The big one and the middle one in the middle.
This one, this
Yeah.
one, and this one.
Oh yeah, one can't get through.
Yeah, this guy's just...
Yeah, so Lily stands back up. Or I guess she doesn't stand back up yet, but she's
Yeah.
conscious.
She's conscious.
The one right beside Lily, seeing her get the portion pot in her mouth.
This one?
Yeah, is going to turn around and stab her.
Oh, balls.
You
You're
have 8.
prone. The tackle
Maybe I
against the
should've just
creature
left
has
you down for a
advantage.
while.
It has advantage because you're prone. That is 21 to hit. As it stabs the prone Lily for 3 points of slashing damage as the knife. 3 quick stabs for 1 point each. The big one is going to attack. Probably.
Isn't it just the little ones attacking right now?
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're totally right.
Big one just took
Hypothetically.
down Lily.
A lot of extra attacks going on.
Just
Just this little guy. And
try to. They're sentient, but not super sentient.
well, these two just kicked
This one is
little
gonna
one.
attack the potion pourer, who's Bryn.
Fine, come at me.
With 8.
I'm invincible.
All right, they both miss.
Where's he 20s now?
Where are they now?
You
Coming
wait,
at
Mr.
me.
Big Talker.
Wait, yeah, I probably shouldn't taunt the DM's dice rolls.
As the two stabs come in, one of them, you have a staff, right? Like your mini?
Yeah.
One of them you
Yeah,
manage to
of
catch
course.
thunk, in your staff, and the other one you don't even see it. The one on the side, you just feel it as it thunk, hits the heavy leather cover of your spellbook on your side.
No. Not my spellbook.
Next is Holden.
I'll attack the one that's directly in front of me. 4, 18, 19, 20, 21.
That's a hit.
That 8 for 8.
For 8 damage,
Yeah.
it's destroyed.
Which one did you attack?
This one directly
Little
in
one.
front.
This one?
Yep.
As you bring your shield into the top of it, it just crumbles as you hit it with the point. It caves in. And it makes this sad little kind of when it hits the ground. Anything else?
Go check out that hole.
I will move forward into that same and take up that space.
Sure. Just take get rid of the dead ones. After holding his turmeric,
You guys are like high-fiving.
I'm going to go reckless.
you're gonna reckless attack.
You know,
Yeah.
Okay.
just gonna
Bunch
roll
of
reckless.
Roll reckless.
Yeah, dude.
19 and 14. Plus.
Holy.
So I got 24 and I've got 19.
So which number do I need?
The bigger one.
24
Yeah.
is a hit. Go ahead, roll damage. What is it? Reckless attacks. You get attacked back with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm attack with a d6, which is a regular square.
Still have your shield out. Still getting +2 AC.
4 plus 3 is 7.
7 points of damage
7 points
on that big guy.
on the big guy.
As you stab it with your sword, it goes right between the two halves of the box, and as you twist the blade, it's wide enough that it just pops the top half off. And you watch as the legs and the other half of the square fall to the ground.
Down then?
It's down
Yeah.
Bravo.
for now.
Cheer.
Turmeric yells
Flexing your
another
muscles.
victory cry.
Just like your character.
And you can hear it echoing back. And you get the sense that as Lily having yelled hello, and you twice now having anything in this place probably hears you. As you can hear it echo. It's very reflective, shiny metal surfaces. After turmeric is loop.
I'm gonna loop around to the one that's
Can't say that.
fighting Bryn, and then I'm gonna attack it. Go roll an attack in the squishy part. Natural 20.
Woo!
Is that the last one?
No,
I think
there's
there's
one
one more.
here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's enough.
For 9.
It's dead.
Pokey damage.
Now that you know to aim for the eye, you easily enough just right in the pupil, and it just falls over. After Loop is Lily.
I'm gonna stand up.
Half your movement to stand up.
And then I'm just gonna swing at the guy that's to the left of me.
Sure.
Just regular.
What a deep box you have.
Natural 1.
Oh, thanks. You get told that all the time. Natural 1.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll again for me.
Okay.
This is a bad day for Lily.
It's a very bad
Roll a
day.
little recovery here.
14.
Okay, that's good enough. You miss, and again, your sword does the off the metal. And there's a second where you almost lose your handle on it, your grip on it, and you have to you do manage to hang on to it. After Lily is Bryn.
Okay, this little guy. Let's take him out.
No one is out. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, there's this one
Yeah,
still.
there's one.
I'll cast Ray of Frost on this one.
Sure.
Come on. Oh my god, natural 1.
Natural 1.
Unbelievable.
You miss, and the ray you watch is that in the last second, as you're kind of steadying your spell, it goes wide, and it freezes one of the pipes on the wall that explodes as it is now spraying steam. Not enough to be a hazard or anything, but there is this of steam spraying into the room.
Bryn kind of looks around and is like, well, this is embarrassing.
Next is the monster's turn. Who's going to...
This little guy.
Who's the gray one?
This one
Yes.
is Lily.
It's going to attack
she's
Lily
getting beat
yet
up.
again.
Poor Lily.
I'm gonna go protection on her.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. 12 is not a hit. No. Because she's using her shield.
Yeah.
Lily, this creature tries to attack you, but you manage to get your shield up. And now it's Bryn's turn. Oh, no, sorry.
No.
Now it's Holden's turn.
Finish him.
Yeah. I'm gonna, again, just sucker kick it.
Sure, go ahead.
Right into oblivion. Whoa.
Oh.
Do I use proficiency? Yeah. I'm proficient with melee attacks, so 13?
You're proficient with all melee attacks?
Sorry,
Every form of melee weapon?
unarmed.
Unarmed?
Sorry, unarmed.
Okay.
Unarmed.
15's enough to hit.
13.
13 is not enough to hit.
Shit.
As you kick it, it is a metal sphere, and you don't have steel toe boots, unfortunately.
Gah!
And yeah, you kind of stub your toe with force
Me
on this
toe.
creature. Next is Turmeric.
I'm gonna run up to it
Sure.
and do one of those like
Sure.
jump up in the air with my heels touching my butt.
Is this
Just drop my sword on
a
him.
two-handed attack?
I'll just
One hand, shield still out.
yeah.
You're gonna
Okay.
jump with your feet in the air and one hand.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack.
Aight.
So this reckless attack, is it only for the first attack?
Per
Yeah, if
what
you
does
get
it
more
say?
than one attack per turn, it would only be for the one attack. But
Okay.
you still get it for this one because it's a different turn, so you're good.
Okay.
And as long as you can use it, I think as many times as you want, right?
Oh, really?
I think.
so.
What does it
Yeah,
say?
I
I
think
should
so.
tell you.
Starting second level, you can throw aside all concern for defense. It's right there.
I think you can at least do it twice. So go ahead and roll your attack with advantage.
Yes. One's 18, the other one is
I only need the high one.
Just the
only need the
advantage
high one, buddy.
Yeah.
18.
Plus,
That's the total.
18's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. How do you want to do this? It dies. It dies. It cannot possibly live. It has 2 hit points. I don't think it can literally live.
Just the way I told you.
Sure.
Up in the air, and I'm gonna like bring my sword all the way straight through it.
Sure.
Right
As
through
you
the
do,
eyeball.
there's this big cling, and you watch as the arm continues to come around to attack you, and there's a minute where it pauses, and then it falls into 2 halves, and you watch as the eyeball, also in 2 halves, kind of disintegrates.
I'm gonna but not roar.
This time not roar.
Just do the action.
And they were all dead.
You can use it every time,
Sweet.
but then attacks again.
they're all dead.
Advantage.
Yeah, Lily, you don't look so good.
I don't feel so good.
You got kind of fucked up, eh?
A little bit in front of you because you.
How you doing?
Yeah, that's
You're like covered in blood.
I mean, I
You seem
feel
a little
like
tired.
I have about 5 hit points left. Might be okay.
So I'm gonna cast Good Berries,
Oh.
and I'm gonna give you 10 good berries.
Yes, thank you.
And you can eat them for 1 hit point each whenever you want, as an action. So probably not during combat. So almost whenever you want.
I'm gonna take them all right now, I think. So 5 of them?
10.
10 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
You regain 10 hit points.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I didn't either.
I couldn't get down there. Too fast.
It's a mess we made. There's a bunch of metal pots. all
Yeah,
around.
they came.
Anything
Oh.
look
book?
valuable?
They came as soon as we started making
Concerned.
noise. So everyone, be quiet.
I think they know we're here.
Yeah, it's probably too late at this
I think
point.
It's a little late.
Yeah, he was screaming. Is there anything valuable amongst?
Make
Scrap.
an investigation check.
$16.
16. As you're shifting through the kind of the debris and some parts of it organic and kind of wet and dripping, and other parts seem to be entirely metallic. You don't see anything that you would think of the tradition. No gems or money, or you do see quite a number of little pieces of machinery, gears and sprockets and springs, and
I am gonna pick up a metal gear and put it in my pocket.
Metal Gear.
Can Bryn also? Bryn wants to pick up one of the
Oh,
eyeballs.
you guys.
Boy, that was fun, hey? We had to make this whole D&D show just for that one joke.
Just for that one.
Kept you waiting, huh, chat?
Want to pick up an eyeball, but I want to do it inconspicuously if possible.
Roll a stealth check.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know
in
if
the
I even
middle
have
of the
stealth.
lit room.
Yeah, well, these guys are all talking and
With-
checking bodies. They're not paying
I'll say with
attention.
disadvantage. Roll with disadvantage in the middle of this lit room.
Oops.
What's everybody's passive perception? Probably 13s across the board.
They're all gonna notice.
What is a
That-
passive
that.
perception?
They're all gonna notice.
10
That's
plus
10
your wisdom
plus
modifier.
your wisdom modifier.
What if you're proficient?
No,
If you're
9.
trained in proficiency, you get perception. You get that as well.
Yeah.
9.
So it's just like not a
Mine's
roll.
also 9.
9.
It's all good. I only rolled 4.
Okay.
So she's gonna pretend to do it.
I'm gonna come up to you and like, what are you doing?
I will
On your
start
back.
like flipping at my ass.
What a great battle.
Yeah,
Yes.
well fought.
Great battle,
Well
friends.
fought, young lady. What happened with the
Too many people talk. Too many people talk.
So 10 plus your wisdom.
what happened with the
Thank you.
ice hands?
Yeah, you know, cramp.
You can hear the
Hands.
floor like pinging as it warms back up from where you froze it.
Crimping.
Yeah, cramping. It's just been a little rusty.
I'm gonna pick up one of the eyeballs on the point of my rapier.
Sure.
Uh,
It takes a few tries where it like falls back off. And
I'm still pocketing one of those eyeballs.
hey, turmeric.
yeah, you have a.
Do you think this will taste good?
You can call it a Modron eyeball.
It looks
These creatures are
disgusting.
Modrons.
What if we make like a soup?
I'll try it.
All right.
Can you
I
make the
don't
soup?
have anywhere to carry it. So do you wanna hold on to this?
Gross.
Gross.
Hold on to it.
That's gross.
Sure. Just in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Is
That's
it like
gross.
It's very squishy.
It's
Does
warm.
it feel good?
It's kind of relaxing when I squeeze it.
Gonna
A little,
poke it.
squeeze
every
it
time
too
you do it,
much?
yeah, a little bit of liquid like kind of runs down your hand.
That's the
and
good
drips
stuff.
off
We gotta
every
get that
time
into
you
the soup.
smoosh it.
Can we see down these hallways?
You can see. Are you looking down the hallways?
Sure.
Let's roll out here.
Yes.
Ooh.
You see another hallway
It's like you
Do we
know
split up?
exactly how to move the papers.
Or are we gonna look through the other one?
and a room.
Ooh.
You see another hallway and a room.
Let's go in the room.
Before we go, and I look at the path, the tube.
It's currently clogged with your vines and things.
No, they disappear when I stop.
Okay,
Stop the spell.
they've disappeared. Never mind.
How wide is it? Like,
You'd guess maybe about 2 foot diameter. About yay big.
and how high up off the ground is it?
About 5 feet, 4 or 5 feet.
All right, I'm gonna go walk to underneath it and like look up at it and be like, all right, who's giving me a boost?
I'll lift him up since he just gave me the eye.
All right.
By the scruff of his neck.
By the back of his clothing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, by the turmeric lifts up right by the scruff
Like
of
a
his
cat.
neck. Yep.
Hey, not like that, not like that.
Just let it happen.
And I like kind of like poke my head in and see.
You have dark vision? No.
No.
Right? You see. The room is lit, so you can see. You're looking to a very dark chasm, or a space. You're not sure. It from what you can see through the hole appears to just be darkness on all sides. But you can see the far wall is about 20 feet away. You can just make it out with the light coming in through where you're looking. But other than that, appears to be.
Does it look like there's any offshoots going in different directions, or?
You can't. There doesn't appear to be a floor. It appears to be a void. You can't really make out whether there are passageways or anything in the sides of whatever this space might be.
Okay.
What's it look like?
It's
Darkness.
kind of weird.
You gonna go in?
I was thinking about it, but now that I see it, I'm kind of thinking maybe we shouldn't.
Is it like into another room, or is it like
It
a
might
tube?
be. There's.
You're small enough to like get your whole head in.
Oh
this,
yeah.
aren't you?
No, I could get my entire body in there.
So I guess as you like, because you can stick your torso in, you can see it appears to be a shaft. It appears to be a. You can just make out the walls about 20 foot by 20 foot. You cannot see a floor. 20 foot by 20 foot pit. It appears to be.
And it's going down.
Yeah, seems to be.
Okay. So there's a room below us. It looks like.
Anyone got rope?
I do.
No.
I got a.
You'll be okay. We'll just let you go down slowly.
Got a bear trap.
Oh, all right, I'm up for it. Let's do it.
Bear trap.
I think I got.
If we tie you up,
Yeah, I got rope too.
and
got 20
then we
feet of
just
rope.
kind of like gently
Don't
shift
you have
down
50?
50 bear traps?
No, 50 feet
Foot of rope.
So turmeric is going down the hole. Cool.
Turmeric loop.
Not turmeric.
Oh, sorry, loop.
I don't have rope.
You don't have
got-
rope? I don't have rope
I
either.
don't know
I
where
don't
to
have
carry rope. I don't have,
have
a
rope.
You have rope?
I have rope.
You
I
have
have
50?
rope too.
Should we just like lower him 50 feet and see if he
You
sees
wanna do
anything?
this, or-
Very
We
slowly.
should probably
wanna
give
do
you
very
a
slowly.
torch. Maybe you can drop a torch down there. See what's down
Now
below.
have 100 feet of rope.
I mean, I won't be able to
100?
see anything down there unless the
Well,
lights turn on. Maybe when I
If
get
we
in.
give you 2 torches and you drop one down there and take one with you, you should be able to see.
Should we just drop one down right now? Should we drop a torch down right now?
Well, we should try that first, maybe.
Can't you like turn into like?
Well, I mean, yes, but
Don't want to waste
we
a
don't.
spell.
We don't really. If we don't need to.
Sounds like we need.
I mean,
I don't think we
my
need
thinking
to.
was if I have to escape really quickly,
Let's just drop a
I could
torch down
probably
there.
just turn into
Just
What
see
if
what's
we
down there.
I
tie
don't understand. So is it?
a
so it's
torch to a rope?
square
And then
in the
it
wall,
starts on fire.
but it goes up.
It's like a little hole in the wall, and
Then
then
it
it
goes-
goes
Yeah, maybe
down into a
it would.
pit.
It goes down.
Like down.
Imagine an elevator shaft with no elevator.
Yes.
So why don't we just
It is
drop
it appears to be a vertical drop of some unknown distance.
just to see how far it goes?
Yeah.
Just drop a torch down there.
Somebody.
Pass
I'm
the
gonna
torch.
drop the eyeball and
Sure.
See,
Listen?
wait for
As-
it to make a noise.
Listen.
Who's listening? Roll a perception check. Whoever's Loop and whoever
Yeah.
Tumor can both
It'd be
roll
those
perception.
Thought you were gonna eat that, mate.
God.
And yeah, I get more disappointed that we're losing the eyeball, so I don't actually really pay attention to hearing it drop.
What are your only reception check?
Oh my gosh.
I also rolled a 2.
As you drop the eye, you're listening and listening. You don't hear anything. Listening. You don't hear it hit the bottom.
Well,
It might be because it was so squishy.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's true.
I'm pretty sure that would have been
I
great
thought
in
it
a
was
soup.
going to be a great idea.
Maybe I'll like.
should we just drop a torch? Or let's
yeah,
move on?
okay.
Yeah, somebody pass me a torch.
Yeah, let's drop a torch down there.
Taft, you got a torch?
I got a torch.
I catch it, hopefully.
Sure. Easy enough. As you drop it, roll an intelligence check as it falls and becomes this little pinprick and continues to fall.
It's 13.
And continues to fall.
Oh my gosh.
And finally, it's hard to tell. You can still see it barely. Your best guess is this drop is somewhere between 200 and 500 feet.
Glad we didn't drop you down there.
I mean, I was never going to agree to that.
It was worth a try.
And you can hear wind like moving up the tunnel, coming out the hole that you're in. It seems very big and cavernous.
Is there a way we can plug up this hole?
Can you see the eye?
I feel like we should
We
plug it
dropped
up
the eye's
before.
gone.
That's interesting.
Could we shove some bodies in the middle
let's
of
check
the
out
hole?
one of these other hallways.
I'm gonna move into there. Well,
Sure.
yeah.
In that room, as you look into that room, they aren't drawn on the map, but surrounding the back wall in kind of an L formation, appear to
The
be
whole back?
Yep, and the side wall appears to be some kind of a workbench or shelves. You can see it is just a plain wooden construction, but on it you can see there are various. You can see tools, things like calipers, scales. Some you don't recognize.
It's a little workshop. You guys.
Yeah, various
Oh,
little
am I even rolling?
little bags of little leather pouches, piles of bolts and screws and nuts, little
Anything of
piles up.
value? That's what I rolled for.
Roll an investigation check.
It's just like,
4.
4, again, not the traditional what you'd think of as valuable. You see more of the gears like the ones that you picked up. Various odds and ends.
I already got one.
I'm going to pick a metal gear up, too.
Oh,
There you go.
Metal Gear. Okay, sure, write that down.
It seems just like a little workshop.
cuckoo.
And there's nothing in it? It's an empty workshop? With
Hammers, calipers, tongs,
I think this wizard was a tinkerer,
metal gear.
maybe?
Yeah, seems like it. Well,
Let's move on down that hallway. See what's
yeah,
up.
if you're sure there's nothing in that room, then
I mean, I feel like we should clog up this hole somehow, but I mean, that might be hard to do.
Is there, like, debris from those things we destroyed? Like
There is, yeah.
I'm just going to push all of it to block that hole.
Like, stack it on the hole?
It's a pretty big hole. You're trying to like block up a 2x2 hole with just loose Legos, basically.
What about the
It
bigger
all just
creature?
falls in.
Roll, yeah. It as roll a intelligence check. I guess I don't know. Roll an intelligence check.
That's pretty high. Outsmarting you.
it's probably a negative, though, so.
An improvised bullshit check.
Intelligence.
Just plus your modifier.
Yeah.
Straight roll plus your int modifier.
17.
17.
17.
I'll say that's high enough. As you do manage to grab some of the bigger pieces, and it's not perfect. It's not completely sealed off, but anything trying to make its way through will probably take longer. Trying to push through as you jam the kind of the big half of the square one in there, and There's a couple spots where you're just like throwing loose gears and pieces at it, and you can just hear them falling into the chasm. But
Sweet.
yeah, it's not perfect, but it is blocked-ish.
I did it.
Good job, man.
Good
Sealed
job.
shut forever.
Such a smart guy, that Turmeric.
All right. Let's hit her.
All right,
This way.
let's move down this hallway and see
Yes.
what's going on.
Oh, you guys are gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this. You ready?
No.
Are you ready? Who's looking down the end of the hallway?
Who's that?
I will peek my head.
You're gonna peek your head around, Bryn?
Around the corner.
As you peek your head around these smooth bronze floor hallways with their seamless white stone, as you stick your head around the corner, you see
Another hallway.
2 more hallways.
Which way? Yeah.
Oh! Guys,
Okay.
more hallways.
And as you walk into this, it is dark as you step foot into this this initial hallway, Bryn. But as soon as you cross the threshold, 2 oil lanterns on either side sputter into life.
Perfect. Should we stick together, friends? You guys wanna?
Yeah, I'm gonna head up and,
Yeah, I'll
and
come
join
too.
Bryn at the front.
Sure.
I'll follow you guys down.
We're heading. Oh wait, you're not part of our party.
I'll be the last.
There you go. Oh, sorry. There's too many of us.
You guys need to stick like loonies on these.
That's a good idea, actually.
Came with
Yeah,
they
glue 'em
came
to a
with
dime or something.
stands.
And not a loony. That's too much.
They came
didn't
with
take it
stands.
home.
Yeah, you gotta
We'll-
glue it.
we'll figure that
Mine
out.
didn't
Don't
come
worry.
with a stand. That's what it came with.
Quiet on the set.
Which way, friends? Left or right?
Lead the
Left or
way.
right? Someone
Lead.
flip a coin. Okay, we're gonna go right.
Sure.
Got a loony at the bottom.
We can get rid of pretty much all this.
Is it all open now?
Yeah, well, sort of, but...
Why is there so many pieces, man?
Because I didn't know how to do it, alright? Cool!
Oh, so much scrap cardboard.
Blimey!
Blimey.
As you make your way around this
Yeah.
this whole space, we'll say, where's that pink marker?
It's right here.
Before you even step foot around, so whoever's first in line,
I am.
as you're making your way up, you can hear this metal on metal. Reminds you very much of the footsteps you heard outside earlier. But you can also hear a muttering with much more intelligible. It sounds like speech. You can't really make out what it is, but you can hear the definite kind of intonations and patterns of it. And then a pause. You can hear what sounds like somebody talking to themselves.
I can't tell the language.
You can roll a perception check.
4.
You just can't hear them well enough from just the echoes and the acoustics in this place with the shiny bronze floors and
I'm
strange
just
stone
gonna
walls.
whip around.
Sure.
Like sort of shift the map your way, just a tiny bit.
Oh yeah, we do need to lift your pass me your drinky. Good job, production team. Good job, Oliver, keeping the map on camera. That's good.
Okay,
That's good enough.
the
Yeah,
way.
that's good enough. That's as far as it goes.
Okay.
Spoilers. As you poke your head around, you can see, similar to this storage room, you can see there is what appears to be a workbench, and you can see that
Is it like a
there's a person. Yes, a humanoid shape. You see them from behind. You're not sure, but in the center of the room there is what appears to be a 3-foot tall iron rod, and from that rod is a very heavy link chain that appears to run to a collar around this person's neck.
That's sad.
Do you have a min?
I mean, it's a human. That's kind of like for a mini. It's a human. From the back, you can see that it appears to be male. Kind of. He's old, but he still has a full head of white hair, just kind of down past his ears. And from the back, you can just see blue robes with kind of a green trim around the bottom. But he appears to be either working on something, or you can hear him muttering to
And
himself.
he's chained up.
Appears to be.
Bryn is gonna say, "Excuse me, kind sir, are you Richard?"
And then there's a minute where you can whoever this is turns around and looks over his shoulder at you. Make an insight check as he speaks to you.
Inside check.
He looks over at you and we'll see what your insight check is.
Oh my gosh. 3.
Okay. He looks over to you.
Legit.
And no. Put them over there with the others. Quickly. He was quite insistent we hurry.
Sure.
And he turns back around, and you can just hear him muttering, "No. The vertices all out of line. They'll never work like that." And you can just hear him muttering back to what he was doing.
Can I look around and see what he is doing?
Sure. You can, from where you're standing, you can see he appears to be drawing on some kind of parchment or a big piece of paper. But you can see, similar to the storage room, tools, very similar calipers and what you would gather to be sort of artificing tools, tinkering tools. Many of which you don't recognize. Various size of hammers. Several of them seem to be of strange metals you're not familiar with. Little pouches, maybe containing, you're not sure, some kind of materials. And the chain around his neck kind of clinks as he moves and talks. You can hear the clink, clink, clink of this chain.
Sorry again to disturb you. We're just we just stumbled on in here and wondering if who are you?
He's scribbling, working away as you say this. And you can just hear the muttered response. He doesn't even turn around, and doesn't even really seem to be talking to you. No, alloy of bronze won't work. 2 parts dark iron, one part aluminum.
Right. Do I see anything would I recognize anything magical or on his workshop?
Roll an Arcana check, I guess. I suppose.
Yeah.
And the rest of you can hear this conversation happening as you're all kind
11.
of 11.
I'm gonna start ritually casting detect magic.
Sure. You can't pick out any particular thing as magic. You get the general sense that this is probably a wizard of some kind based on the robes and just the stature and the tools that he's working with.
Do I see a spell book anywhere sitting? I know he's writing on papers, but
there are several books on the desk that could be.
He's writing.
Yeah.
Ink, quill.
Well, you can see a quill at least.
But there's an inkwell on his. Okay, I see Bryn not really getting anywhere with this, so I'm just gonna knock over his ink.
Sure.
you're gonna piss off a
As
wizard?
you walk up to him,
That's so mean.
as you walk up to him,
Just to get his attention.
yeah, and as you spill the inkwell and it floods kind of over, you can see that he was working on. It appears to be a schematic of some kind. You can see a drawing of something. You can't really. You don't have any of the scale, but it appears to be spherical. You don't really recognize anything else from that. As you spill the ink across the whatever he's
nothing to
working
me.
on,
I go, excuse us, sir?
he's still muttering. You can hear him muttering. And as the ink floods across his page, he kind of looks up and sort of shakes his head. I'm sorry. What were we talking about? I seem to have lost my place.
We seem to be missing a few of our friends in here. Richard?
Richard is
Arlith?
Arliss?
Arlith?
Richard Arliss.
well, I'm Arlith. Richard, is he all right? I saw he was injured earlier.
You're the first person we've seen in here. First human person we've seen in here.
I'm. You can see him kind of thinking, and he seems kind of visibly confused. So you can see him kind of thinking. I saw Richard a few days earlier, at most.
I'm sorry, it seems like I spilt ink all over your drawing.
He kind of looks. He kind of looks back down and goes, "Oh."
What were you working on?
And as he looks at the page, he kind of seems to lose interest in whatever you're saying. He's, the tarnish spreads.
I'm gonna use.
He takes his ink and his quill and he dips it in the ink that is spreading across the page, and he just keeps writing in some of the clear area.
I'm gonna come up like right behind him, and I'm gonna try out my thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy? Sure.
Thaumaturgy?
What do you want to do with thaumaturgy?
I'm gonna boom my voice into his ear, not to like deafen him, but like just be like hello.
Hello. And he looks around. And he looks around again, seems to kind of come back to the moment. And whoever is closest to him, I guess at this point, which is probably still Holden. He looks to you again. He's, I'm terribly sorry. What were we talking about?
Why are you chained here?
Chained, and he seems to realize the collar around his neck for the first time. Don't touch the chain.
Oh, okay.
Where did you see Richard? You said you just saw him. He was hurt.
Kind of take you all over the first time. Richard, I saw him a few days prior. I'm sorry, I seem to be at a bit of a loss.
Do you know where you are?
He kind of looks around. Under my house in Kornspar.
Yes, that's correct.
Richard, I saw him. He was bleeding quite badly when I saw him, but it was a few days ago. He looks around the room. He was here. I'm sure he was.
There any stains of blood?
Make a perception check. Pretty easy to spot. You don't see any. Just looking around the room, you don't see any. If you want to examine closer,
I don't see any.
You don't see any.
Who? Do you know who put the chain on you?
Again, he kind of every time you mention it, he kind of seems to realize. He goes, don't touch the chain. The little machines, modrons. They're called. I think we were working on something. They perhaps chained me here. I'm afraid I can't.
In your own house.
Quite remember.
One of your neighbors up top has been concerned. Actually, sent us in to see where you and Richard have been.
Richard, I saw him a few days ago. Should
we break the chain?
Some kind of spell.
Don't touch the chain. The big one has a key. And you can see he kind of gestures to what appears to be a lock on the front of this collar around his neck. He has to move kind of a significant beard aside, much like myself in real life.
Big one.
I think we shoved the most of the big one down that hole.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Sounds about right.
It's shaped like a pyramid.
A cube?
A cube. No, bigger.
Oh, there's a bigger one down here?
There are several. Yes.
Okay, question for you. What's the best way to damage those things?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Lightning or perhaps a big axe of some kind. And he kind of pantomimes hitting something with a big weapon.
Okay, bludgeoning damage and lightning damage. And you said there's lots of them. Do they have any weaknesses?
Death. Excessive damage. If you can remove the eye, they tend not to function much past that.
Poke in the eye. Got it.
So you said there's a key on the big one.
Yes, the big one. Yes, shaped like a pyramid. One hand is a key.
Well, one hand is key.
I say we just.
Can I touch the rod? He's chained to?
Yeah, you touch the rod.
Yeah.
Sure. As you do, both you and the person chained to it are electrified as the chain.
Ooh.
This lightning shoots through it. You take 9 points of electric damage. and Arlith does as well.
Oh no!
I hope he's
And there's
not
a second
dead.
where as he sees you reach, no, don't touch that, and then knocks him unconscious
Oh,
as he falls to the
nice.
ground, and there's just a little bit of smoke rising from Arlith's
He's still breathing though.
face and neck. He seems to be. Yeah, he's
should
not doing great, but
And we
has
got a
not
medikit.
expired yet.
Nobody touched the rod.
I think he warned you.
Is he so unconscious? Is he like in death saving mode? Death saves mode? Is that
You can make a medicine check if you want to try to figure out how damaged he is. You're not sure how many hit points Arlith has.
Anyone? I didn't.
Can I do a medicine? Oh, okay,
I was gonna do a medicine check, but
Yeah, I'd rather not.
I feel like I would have read a lot of books about it.
Then do it.
I don't have a good medicine.
Yeah, but you don't know you don't have a good medicine.
I know. Well, I read a lot of books.
Then do it.
Okay, I'll do a medicine check.
Sure.
It's gonna be terrible.
Stop medicating.
Oh,
yourself.
18.
18. Yeah, he's bleeding out. He's the equivalent of bleeding out. He's making death saves. You get the sense he's on death's doorstep.
I think he may
Can
be
you
dying.
summon up a goji
Goji berries.
Goji.
You got the goji berries. Good berries.
For
Yeah, some gojis. Can you just do like one?
I think it's. I don't know if you can like force someone to chew something. And
I'll
swallow
chew
like,
it and then I'll spit it in his mouth.
I don't think. Yeah.
I mean, it would work.
I feel
I don't
like
think
we
we should waste that.
Well, he might have good wizard spells that
Yeah,
I could
he's-
use. I mean, I'd love a good
Well,
spell.
use a potion on him.
I gave mine away.
Well,
I'm also.
I just
I'll heal him.
Oh, I already popped it. I already uncorked it.
All right, I will.
Using your potion on Arlith.
yeah, I guess.
Arlith.
6, 7.
+2.
No, that is +2.
Okay, 7 points. He awakens. No, don't touch the chair. And kind of looking up at all of you. Doesn't really seem to realize where he is. Begins to mutter. You can hear him again.
You should have used it.
Perhaps, some
I said I
form
was going to.
of acid. No, we could burn the inscriptions in it. He's just muttering away.
Seems okay though.
Does
Let's just come back to him.
Yeah, you
Before
guys
we
wanna move
leave,
on?
does he have like on his workbench any like written like do I recognize any spells or anything written on the bench?
Can make an Arcana check. A lot of it is kind of obscured by the ink that Holden knocked
Holden.
over.
19.
19. You're able to recognize whatever he's working on is clearly magical in nature. He doesn't. His spell book is not on the table.
'Kay.
There's no scrolls, or you don't see any readily available spells.
All right, shall we look for this triangle robot?
Yes.
Keep venturing on.
Has it been about 10 minutes yet?
Yeah, you finished casting detect magic by now.
Okay. I'm gonna just do a walk around and see what I.
The rod and the chain are obviously magical. Evocation, if you'd like to know. this one.
Ah, yes. I had a feeling.
Yes. You get several little glows from some of the pouches on the desk, and gather that maybe they are kind of ground up alchemical materials or something similar. Not super valuable, but not worthless.
Can I check them? Can I check them out?
Sure, yeah.
Those
roll
things?
investigation check. Arlith himself does not appear to be wearing anything magic. He himself does not appear to be magic.
What about the collar on his neck?
The rod and the collar
Yeah.
are definitely magic.
Evocation, if I remember correctly.
You also know it from
That's
experience.
about all you see.
Okay.
Yeah.
What am I?
Investigation.
Investigation. 2. That's a 9, right?
Yeah.
11.
11. They appear to be just be bags of various colored sand. One is a red sand, one is a green sand, one is a blue sand. You find 4 or 5 of these different colored sands.
Shall we move on?
Let's move on. Sure. We'll come back for him if we find this robot triangle.
Yeah. Keep working on whatever it is you're working on.
We'll be back for you, Erlith.
As you say that, you get the sense that lucidity falls over him. As he, I'm sorry, what were we talking about? I seem to have lost my place.
I'm just gonna wipe off some of the ink that I accidentally spilt and be like, you just keep it up.
Yeah. As you're doing it, you realize you can't wipe off ink as much as you can kind of spread it out.
Yeah, I know.
And as you're doing it, he kind of, looks around at all of you again. Goes back to his desk and kind of starts writing away.
Then.
Just keep it up. We'll be back.
I'll be here. I would expect. Don't touch the chain. The big one, triangle, and is a key. Did I mention?
Pyramid.
In the the basement.
one.
Yes.
In the basement.
Yes, very far down. Hard to reach by all accounts.
Do you know how to get down to the basement, Arliss?
We
Stairs?
tried building it in fractures, but again, the difference between the two far too out of alignment. If we could perhaps bring them some form closer. Just a moment. And he goes over to his desk and starts frantically writing. You get the sense that he is once again lost in whatever madness has taken Arlith.
This guy's the worst, man.
Okay, well, I think we should maybe venture.
Yeah, let's move on.
And if we can't find anything, we'll probe him some more later.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
All right. Following Holden.
Yeah, Holden.
Holden Tift.
Dr. Tift?
What do we see?
You see.
What
We can remove it all. We can remove it all. We can remove it all. You see a room, and as you step into it, like all the others, the torches flame into life on the sides. In this room, you can see, as soon as you turn the corner, you can see on the otherwise pristine bronze floor the smears of what you're assuming are blood, dark brown, red smears. And as you look into the room, you can see there is a, again, this is a human-sized mini. There appears to be a collapsed person in the corner of the room.
Richard!
And you can see there is a sizable pool of blood kind of around them. You can see the streaks where they were obviously dragged here. And they appear to be very dead from where you're looking.
Aw.
That's so sad.
Maybe can you search him?
Does he... Yeah, can we check him out? Does he look like the description of what Richard would... Did we know what he looked like?
What was the description of Richard you
I don't
got?
know.
We did not get a description of
Human,
Richard.
I guess.
Could be. It's a human male.
Oh, okay.
Checks out.
That's all we got.
Who's searching him?
I will.
Sure. It appears to be just wearing very basic kind of cloth clothing, very similar to the farmers you met in the Cracked Oak, the inn outside. Go ahead, roll investigation.
I'm going to reach out and touch Bryn on the shoulder and you got this and give you guidance.
What does that do? I
Gives
add
you
this?
+4 to a skill check.
Okay. What was it? Investigation? 21.
21. In his pockets, as you're searching, you find 1 silver and 5 coppers.
Oh. I guess that's good.
But he appears to be carrying nothing else. As you search him, he has just that little bit of change on him, and appears to just be wearing very basic farmer's clothing. You would probably assume this is Richard.
Can I see where like those blood tracks come from? Where he was dragged?
Yeah, they are very apparent, starting kind of right as the room begins almost. Make a perception check if you want. Make an investigation check. Investigation check.
2.
They appear to start in the room.
Should we check out
Some kind of-
this area?
Possibly even human blood. You're not
So
sure.
hold on, this is
Can I
Richard
check
right
this?
here.
What? Can I check this area? What's in here?
Roll investigation. You walk
I
in there.
bet you
Yeah.
would
It looks.
Move your character.
that this is Richard.
As soon as you cross the threshold to that hallway, You realize it's kind of dark. There's no torch in this one. There's no oil.
I have dark
torch.
vision.
Roll. Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling for?
Investigation.
Oh. 16.
Appears to be an empty hallway.
Looking at him, I don't know if she's established how he died. Died? How
Dead?
she died?
Yep.
How he
That's the
dead?
one.
Died. Yeah.
How she died?
She's dead. Died.
Yeah. Has she established?
She hasn't said.
Okay, yeah. Let me try to establish that.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Medicine.
I just checked if he was alive.
7.
Even with a 7, you're not sure, but you would guess one of the countless little Modron sword-sized stab wounds in its chest as you kind of open his clothing to see kind of the marks on him.
I was gonna say open my medicine book.
Oh no! Hey Siri, what are the stabs? No, as you open his clothing to kind of see past kind of the blood, and it's very hard to see from the outside. He appears to have been stabbed somewhere in the area of 40 to 50 times, and immediately it calls back the image of Lily getting the
I was just about to say, kind of like Lily.
machine gun shanked.
How far did I examine in?
The whole place.
Okay.
The whole place.
There's
yeah.
nothing in there.
It doesn't appear to be. No. And it's very.
Luke, come over here and detect magic this shit.
It's
Okay, I'll head over to the corner and
yeah, you don't detect any magic in that space.
Can I go in there and start touching the walls again?
Sure.
Is there anything in the rest
Sometimes
of the
a hallway is just a hallway, especially in areas where the smooth bronze floor seamlessly meets the seamless, apparently magically constructed stone walls.
It's still like that, eh? Just all around.
Yeah. Yeah, there's very, very strange construction. And as turmeric is touching all up over the space,
You mentioned the basement.
there's nothing
I
that
know.
seems to...
There's got to be like a
I mean, there's that
somewhere to
chef.
get down.
Is anybody else not thinking that this is the contract, right? Get Richard.
I
Find
know.
Richard.
I was thinking that too. I was like, I found Richard.
we
We
can
found
bounce.
our aerolith.
We
Can we
get
just
our-
go get our money?
We
Or
get
what?
our money.
Just say he's
How
in
do
the
we get-
basement?
How do we get the other guy out?
We don't need
can-
to.
I mean, we're not getting paid for it.
It's just Richard,
What was the agreement?
and then
Does
we
anybody
can
have
just
the
tell
paper?
Kale.
And what
like,
happened
hey,
to the paper?
our list's in the basement.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave.
All right.
What's the
okay.
mission say? It's like, we done.
Mission's a
Shuffle
mission.
through all my and pull it out of my pocket. Folks are disappearing. They go into a house and don't come out. Kornspar.
I mean,
I mean,
I'd
Oh, we don't even have
say
to bring any of them.
yeah.
we could bring
We
Richard
could
back
we could bury Richard.
just as proof of life
yeah.
or death, I
We
guess.
could say the little army men, tin box men turns. Maybe.
Okay, how about this? I got a better idea. How about we bring his body out, collect the reward, and then come back and go into the basement?
I thought we were already in the basement.
The
Yeah, but
double
why would
basement.
I think
come
there's
back to
another
the
basement.
The
'Cause
chef
don't we
went
have
down
to-
200 to 500.
They,
I mean,
but they did.
Sure, now that I say it out loud, I've kind of talked myself into it. What if there's treasure? What if there's
In the basement?
magical?
I'm more concerned.
I sensed some magical items or some magical
Also, would Loop, who
things.
has been this would folk hero Loop really be proposing this ooh, he's fuck him over?
We're not fucking anyone over.
All right, I'm just making sure.
We're not fucking anyone over.
Okay.
No.
We're just
fulfilling-
board the place up.
You guys just hear Rich.
People just don't go in there.
Don't tell.
I mean, I feel like Aerolith might have some cool spells that I'd like to check out, but that's the only benefit.
Let's go collect our reward. I'm gonna pick up Richard.
Sure. It's he's a body, but you're a big, strong half orc. It's not easy to do, but you're able to fireman's carry him over his shoulder.
I mean, we're already down here. Should we ask Aerolith any more questions? Where's the basement?
I feel like he's just not
Well, let's
all
get.
there.
We have to distract him.
Tumor can go collect the reward. And
Why do we have
we'll
to
stay here
distract
and see
him?
if we can find.
Well, 'cause
He's in the other.
No, I mean just distract him from like his whatever spell is over him.
Oh.
So you guys have done many jobs. Well, not many, but a few jobs at the Adventurers Guild before.
Oh, that's right. We have to go all the way back.
That's
to
right.
The
You
guild
know
to get
that you have to
money.
get the signature from Kale. It has to be brought back
yeah.
to the guild and has to match to the satisfaction
right.
of whoever the guild agent is that day.
Listen, let's smarten up here. We actually have to go all the way back to Baldur's Gate
Yeah.
and get the thing. So yeah,
Keep the
that's
thing.
while we're here, we may as well get the treasure.
Let's go see this Arlith.
Yeah. Maybe we can find
How
out where
about-
the basement is.
What if we show him? What if we show him Richard's body? What if we bring it and confront
To
him with
our-
it?
Yeah, maybe ensure that he's dead.
Then
maybe that'll
maybe he'll
pop him out
Can
of
I-
it.
jog his memory a
I'll
bit.
do that.
Boom him again?
I'll bring Richard's body to him and throw.
Let's just take the papers away from
Or
him.
not throw. I'm just gonna place Richard's body on his table.
Sure, on the table in front of Arlith.
Yeah.
As he's writing, you can hear him still muttering, "Oh, we've tried it. Still fractures. Something stronger." And as the body gets smacked down in front of him, he stops muttering abruptly, and he just kind of seems to be looking at it. Richard, and he looks around, and he kind of seeing you, Turmeric, who threw the corpse down in front of him. I need help for my friend. And he gestures at the corpse on the.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and be like, I think he's dead. There's no more helping him.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
With advantage. 16. Persuasion? 16.
16. He looks at you for a second. Then you can see this old wrinkled face, and his eyes are a little bit milky as you look into them. And he looks back at the corpse. And I think you're right. Where? And he looks around and kind of seems to realize where he is for the first time. Maybe a better question is, when are we? What's the date today?
I always wonder that myself.
Why, it's the 8th of Tevnember.
The 8th of Tevnember. That's who are you all?
We are Raven's Claw, the squad of traveling adventurers.
Okay.
There's 5 of us.
Ravenclaw now.
Raven's Claw.
I'm sorry,
5
I'm
claws.
a little confused. And he seems to realize the chain is around his neck again, kind of for the first time. Don't touch the. Did you find a key by any chance? A big, sort of a creature shaped like a pyramid. That one hand, it's
We need to find the
doubles as a
basement.
key.
We found a square creature.
No, the square one is quite small compared.
Quite small.
The basement.
Where's the basement?
To call it a basement, you've seen the little holes that they emerge from. You can break away the entrance, and it's quite fragile. I think somewhere down there, 100 feet, 200 feet.
How do we get
Not
down
sure.
there?
Seems like a far drop.
Yes, quite far. They use some sort of a rail system, I think, to ride up to the top. Again, I'm not really
Starting to make sense.
sure.
System.
Were you sent to? You said you didn't have the key.
We were
No.
We were sent to
Chance.
find Richard.
Richard, I've and he looks again at the corpse on the desk. He says, right. Well. Looks around at all of you.
Focus here, bud.
Of course. Where was I?
Rail system to the basement.
Yes, rail system. You won't be able to use it to get down, I don't think, but or possibly back up. I don't know. They have a special sort of thing that kind of clips into them.
Did you make them?
Make the Modrons? No. They helped me. We were making. And you can see him kind of think. I can't quite remember. We were making something special. I don't.
You were drawing a circle contraption.
My drawings, yes, of course. And he goes to the paper, which is now covered in ink. Most of it completely illegible. You can see just the edge of one of the schematics he was working on. And he looks at it and says, I don't. Well, these won't be much help. I'm afraid I must have spilled the ink.
Well, I have spare paper. If I can give you a piece of paper?
I without the help to recreate it, I don't remember what we were.
I don't remember what you were working on?
Something quite miraculous, I think. I don't.
Elbow holding.
Did you hear him? Okay.
That's okay.
Oh, good lord. Okay.
Do you know what we need to get down that tunnel? What?
To get down.
He was
said it
saying
was
they were
something like a
clipped.
clip. Do you know what this clip looks like?
And
I'm gonna slap my hands.
as you ask him this, he seems kind of lapse back into it. One by one, they fall. Rivets and screws and gears and springs.
All right, we lost him.
I'm gonna run back to the other room where we fought the initial group and see if I can find any of these clips.
As you kind of, it takes you a minute because you have to push through the stuff that Turmeric like jammed into the hole. But knowing what to look for, as you look in, you can see there is a. You're not sure what it is, just almost a very fine seam that runs kind of the center of the hole. It runs as far down as you can feel. As you reach your hand down the inside wall, it appears to run all the way down. Does not appear to be, as you kind of feel around the entrance, does not appear to be anywhere else.
So,
What do you see
I
there?
have an idea. We could all die, though.
Okay, well, let's start with what the idea is.
So I have. Oh wait, no, it's too far. Never mind. It won't work. I was thinking of my
Can we
my disc, but it would be too high up. I think you guys would all fall to your death. So never mind.
What do you mean? Can't you just stand on our shoulders?
Well, the thing is if I was clipped, I was thinking the disc would follow me, but it can only be up to 10 feet high. So
What if we hold you on a
would die.
rope and hang you down? Would it like?
No,
Or
it
we'd all
can only be
fall
like
at the
10 feet from
same-
the ground. So you would die.
Can we sort of sift through the pots that are around and see what fits into the little groove?
You can.
Let's check this room.
You don't need a roll for this. As you're searching, and Arleth asks you what you're looking for. You kind of describe to him what you're looking for. No. You the hands of the big one. Probably the only thing strong enough to support you. The little ones can clip in as well, but they're quite small compared to.
Yeah, check that room like I checked it. But
Can I check this room for clips?
Sure.
And see
The
if
eye
there's
for
any.
investigation.
What is that? Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do. 16.
16. You are unable to find what you're looking for. You do, however, find a little leather bag of this red sand, similar to the one that no, Lily had been finding before. Of like, as she's looking through the bags, like, it's just sand. It's just sand. You realize is crushed ruby, is crushed gemstone, and quite valuable.
I'll take that.
Yeah, you find you have about 50 gold worth of crushed ruby in this little leather pouch.
Okay.
Are they valuable at that point?
You would have a hard time selling them wholesale, but they are used for a lot of things. If you find the right buyer, you could sell it or use it for magic or whatever.
Cool. Okay, guys. How are we gonna get down?
He said it was brittle.
How
Should we bust into it?
wide was it?
Let's
The
go
space?
analyze this
how,
again.
It appeared
yeah,
to be
how wide?
exactly this big. This area
Oh, that's
here.
the shaft. I get it.
Amazing.
Interesting.
This is slightly. It was actually 20 by 25 feet, slightly bigger than Loop was able to.
Yeah,
To see.
couldn't quite see the edge of it, so I just guessed. Approximations.
Good guess.
So I guess start bashing there.
I'm gonna start bashing it.
Bash a hole in the wall.
Bash the holes. Make it bigger.
Sure, you're just gonna break this.
Whole wall.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a. How are you breaking it? What are you?
Everything I have.
I'll help with like my shield.
Okay. With everyone helping, it's.
I'm not helping.
I'm not helping.
Well,
I'll help.
I'll go sit in the far corner and like watch them and be like, man, I wish I had more good berries.
turmeric
to pop
roll
right
a
now."
athletics check. We'll say it's a combination of kind of pulling this thing apart, and people are attacking it and trying to break the stone in certain places.
All of us roll, or
Just turmeric. But you're all helping.
Do I get advantage?
Sure. Yes, because not Luke, because Holden and Lily are assisting you. Yes, you can have an advantage.
17.
There.
17.
Athletics?
Yeah.
What is that? 5.
22.
22.
It doesn't take you very long at all, maybe 10 minutes. And kind of as soon as you're able to sort of pry this metal, appears to be like a metal grill almost that frames this round space. As soon as you're able to pry it out, the stone crumbles away pretty easily. And you're able to open up a hole in the wall as tall as a doorway, as tall as you are, 6.5 feet, where it took you about 10 minutes.
So are we standing just at the shaft, and then it's like a drop straight down?
Yep. Appears to be a drop. You cannot. The torch that was thrown down has.
Gone out?
You can no longer see it.
Can I cast
That's interesting.
Anybody have-
prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation? Yeah, that one. But like it says a range, but does it have to be like a point? Like, can it float?
What do you want to do?
Like, I want to cast it.
Like, what effect do you want to make with it?
I just want to cast like a light, like a flame, a light in the middle.
You can cast it in the air. It'll be very, very dim. Whereas it's not the spell light. It'll be very dim. It'll be dim light.
But it lasts up
equivalent.
to an hour.
Yes, but it will not.
But it'll only be in that one area. Like, it wouldn't
That's
move
right.
with me.
That's correct. And also, it'll be a very dim light. Prestidigitation is very little
Light.
like sparks. It meant like a firefly almost.
But it says I can have. Oh wait, no.
Do you have the one where it allows us to float down like a feather?
No, I'm not there yet. I'm learning. I have a disc, but like I said,
You keep mentioning this disc.
because I really want to use this disc, but haven't come to anything that requires me to use this disc.
how much, Holden? How much rope do you have? 100?
50 feet.
Oh, okay.
And
so we have
as you're now
100.
able to look into the shaft, and like the bottom of your stomach drops out as you look down,
Jones coming up.
it's windy. There's a breeze like blowing up, and it seems deep.
You know, I heard about this thing that people do. You like tie off your rope and tie your rope around your feet, and you jump.
Sounds like suicide.
We don't know how deep it is.
I mean,
Well, you have 100 feet and you have 50 feet, right?
I think we have 100 together.
Oh, you have 100 together.
There's nothing on the walls that we can see, like a built-in ladder.
No, Loop has kind of shown you where to look for it. There's a little. It's very small, maybe a quarter-inch, kind of a gap. It's really more just a seam, almost where it seems like two pieces of stone meet. That you're kind of assuming is this rail system that was referred to. But other than that, it appears to be these smooth, just like the construction in here. No handholds, no ledges, no real even markings on them. It's like somebody cut these with laser almost. Like it is perfectly angular and smooth in almost every aspect of its construction.
Did we find that clip on the big... What? No.
The small ones have a thing that fits with.
Yeah, and looking at the pieces of the ones you killed, you can see they do have a hand that looks like a little. It kind of reminds you of a windmill almost. This like series of rods, of paddles that might clip onto a rail and kind of propel you up. But even just picking them up, like they are meant to hold 10 pounds, 15 pounds, not the weight of
Still a little bigger than that.
one of you.
Maybe Airlift can create one, like with some of the stuff that we have in here and that he has. Maybe we can ask him to make one. He seems to be able to tinker.
He seems to be absent-minded and just drawery.
Maybe we can make one?
What if we
We-
cut that chain off?
Okay, well, you almost died last time.
He died last time.
Oh, he died for sure.
Oh yeah,
Almost.
that's right.
But yeah, we should probably not touch the chain.
Oh, I totally forgot. But turmeric, you still have the little wooden shield of those fish people that you fought glued onto your shield.
Yeah. Is that
hilarious.
extra AC?
No. It makes the shield a little heavier and a little more unwieldy, but there's no extra bonuses. But it is still there.
I forgot about that.
I almost did too.
Okay, well let's
I'm sort of out of ideas, gang.
Yeah,
let's
me
tie the
too.
ropes together as much as we can to make as long as rope as we can, and let's lower me in.
It's 100 feet. It's tight.
Well, let's see. Maybe we'll at least get an idea of maybe how much farther we have to go down past that 100 feet.
Because past that 100 feet, I might be able to cast
As you guys prepare
Shield.
for that, I'll
I can
like
only
kneel
do
down and kind of like loop it around your waist and through your crotch and then around your, I don't know,
one. So we're
like,
gonna lose a
around your
bunch of
shoulders.
feet.
Make like makeshift harness.
Sure. How much rope do you guys have?
100 feet between the two of us.
Probably
Should we-
95 now that you've
should-
5 feet. Yeah.
used 5 feet, say, making this harness.
Secure.
Why don't we?
Do I think it's secure?
Lift him up, and give it a tug.
Pull the rope up. See if it holds him.
Holding the rolling. I don't know what to do for these making things out of nothing check. Roll me an intelligence check, I guess, just like the building.
20.
Ooh.
Natural 20.
Okay. It feels secure as he lifts it up. Like it doesn't tighten around the legs. It seems like all the knots snug where they're supposed to, and the arm loops and the leg loops don't cut off circulation or anything. And it does seem pretty secure.
Should we maybe check the bar, the tavern, see if they have any rope really quick? Someone could run. I could run. I just feel like once you get down there, like maybe you should. I don't know.
How are we gonna
Well,
get
we'll
We're gonna
know
have
how
to
much
pull you
rope
back
to
up
buy
and then-
after.
But
we
he
send
can't
him down.
see down that far. Well, we'll definitely have to give you a torch
Oh yeah, that's right.
because
He's gonna light himself on fire. He's gonna light the rope on fire.
he'll be careful.
Don't you know some
Hold it like
magic?
this.
Yeah, you just hold it away from
Not
the
a
rope.
gnome. Oh, you didn't say no. You said, "Don't you know some magic?"
I heard no also. You can't, sir.
Nothing that will really help.
Can't you transform and float down?
Not really. No, I could climb back up real easy.
Okay, but you
But
can't fly
I
down.
can't
Could you
fly
climb down?
I could if.
I mean, I don't really
needed.
want to waste.
I mean, it's rope.
I mean, yeah, like let's give the rope a go. But I'm just saying, like, if you get stuck down there, how are we gonna?
I can lift you up.
I don't think I'll. I don't think I'll get
Yeah,
stuck down
let's just see how far the distance is, anyways. Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Someone stick him down there.
I just
Oi.
Please no.
Who's lowering him down?
I am.
Roll me athletics check.
Oh god.
As you
Gentle.
slowly
Gentle.
There's 5 feet at a time.
lower it
Hand
down.
over hand.
Anyone give him a bonus?
I'm already tied to the
Athletics,
thing.
16.
16.
It's not
Okay.
bad.
Loop, as you enter the space, it's a bit cooler in here. Just the air movement seems to be kind of gusting upwards, and it's dark. And it's very quiet. You can hear your own feet kind of echoing
anyone give
back
him
as
a
you
torch?
slowly walk down. The first rope length, the first 50 feet, you get lowered without incident. Looking down, you cannot see the bottom. Next 50 feet. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Maybe you could toss the torch thing down.
I don't think it's a
Don't
good...
drop me, don't drop me, don't drop me, don't drop me.
It's cocked.
Don't drop me, don't drop me, don't drop me, don't drop me.
Oh my god!
That's a bad sign.
Reroll. Dead dice.
Oh,
Dead dice.
goodness.
19.
19. Next 50 feet. Loopy very slowly and evenly lowers you to the end of the 95 feet. And you cannot see the bottom.
Can you?
I'm going to take
Kind of
the.
standing on the wall, like with this rope around you, just looking up and down.
I'm going to take the single stone that I had wrapped in my sling
Sure.
and drop it.
Sure. Make an intelligence check. See if you can figure out how far this is as it falls.
Natural one.
Oh my gosh.
You hear it hit the ground.
If I had to guess, I'd have to say 100 feet.
Can
Okay.
we throw
What if
torch down
we...
again? Maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking like, what if we
Just
throw
don't
the
hit him?
torch, but like throw it like as far as
Yeah,
we can
away
on
from
that
Luke.
side? But I feel like the wind would put it out anyways. But we could try.
But didn't it work?
We saw it
before?
go fall the last time, right? There's a chance he
try
lights
it.
on fire. But if we yell at him, we'll yell at him. If his rope starts on fire, you're gonna have to change and climb back up real quick.
No, because he's gonna be.
Wait, why are we lighting the torch? Why are we lighting the rope on
I'm
fire?
gonna throw it as far as I can.
Okay, hold on before you do
Sure.
that. How far down?
that's a good
How
idea.
far are you? 195 feet. I'm gonna
95
use my cantrip message, and I'm going to point my finger at Loop so that he can hear my message.
Does
I'm
message
gonna
say if you can see?
point your finger at a creature, whisper a message. Only the target hears your message. I assume you do have to be able to see
On
them.
it?
I assume you do have to.
You can send a within range.
It just
That
says
within range.
within range.
You can cast this spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and is beyond the barrier. So yes,
Yeah.
you may. Unless it is magical silence, 1 inch of common metal.
Does not have to
3 feet of
follow a
wood,
line. Can go around corners.
1 foot of stone. Yeah, you're good. Yep.
So I'm gonna cast message, and just be like, Loop, don't be worried. We're gonna throw a torch down, but we're gonna throw it as far away from you as we can.
It's a lot of extra words.
Is there so many words on this?
That's it. It cuts off.
Is there so many? Well, it's a cantrip. I can cast it again.
It's true. Yeah, you can.
So I'll just cast it again. And then I'll say, if your rope starts on fire, you better transform and climb back up quick.
There's no word count apparently on the message.
Yeah, there's no word count.
Okay.
And you can hear him
Yeah, it says
telepathically.
yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, he's good.
Even though Loop did not know he could respond to that message, he did anyways.
So yeah, I throw it in this far corner.
Sure. It's easy enough to do. It's easy enough to not light Loop's rope on fire. And Loop, you can see it, like it gets thrown above you and you watch as it flies past. And it falls. And it falls. And it hits the ground. It's really far. Make another intelligence check. You can see it. You can see the pinprick of light, but can you tell how far it is in this black space?
5.
Hundreds of feet. It is this little pinprick of light. You can see it. It's not more than 500 feet, at least.
All right, pull me back.
Pull him back up. Sure. Roll off ice check.
Oh god.
My phone's dead. You gotta monitor the chat.
I think we're okay.
Yeah.
23.
Easy enough. Yeah. You smoothly and quickly pull him back up.
All the way up.
So yeah, it looks like it's like 600, 700 feet down kind of thing.
I think that's a dead end. We can't go down there.
I mean,
Find
should
some
we do
gear
one more
somewhere.
check and then if no go, then
It's 500 feet.
Can I go back into this room
Sure.
and just like grab like a bundle of stuff off the table.
Just any stuff?
Yeah.
Hammers and tools.
Sure. Yeah.
Like gears and
you looking for anything in particular? Just grab whatever you can.
gears, scrap metal.
Yeah.
All
You
that
can.
stuff.
Yeah, you can grab an armful of odds and ends.
Take it over to this
gears
guy.
and sprockets and whatnot.
And I'm gonna throw it at him and tell him to.
Where were you taking it? Where?
To this dude.
To Arlith?
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk around the corner, he appears to be working away. You can hear his muttering as he's doing something over on the.
I'm gonna drop it all on his table
Sure.
next to Richard's body. Like, you gotta make us one of them clips, Arlith. We gotta get down.
Looks up at you. Oh wow. Okay. Clips.
To get down the tunnel.
Down the tunnel. No,
the
you
basement.
can't. You wouldn't be able to ride these down. It's too far too weak. Huge.
Can't you make a stronger one?
6'5".
A platform, maybe?
Stronger. Could tie ropes, perhaps end to end. 350 some feet far, but not so far.
Do you have that rope? Or you
not
need that?
You're not there.
Oh, I'm not there.
350 something what?
Feet. I think to the bottom. Measured one time.
350 feet.
Give or take.
So you can't make a platform for us?
No.
All right. I gotta go talk to my friends. The Ravenclaws.
Yes, of course. And he turns back to his whatever he's doing. You hear him just mumbling again. One by one they fall, another rises.
I go back to you. Hey guys, it's 350 feet. I read it on a label.
Did anyone
Back
check for labels?
Warnings, all sorts of reading.
It says 350.
Did we check for rope in this room?
I mean, we can go.
Let's go
Back
hunt
through?
for
Yeah,
a
we can
rope.
go grab some rope.
Or we're
Back
gonna
up.
have to go back up and ask someone for some rope.
Yeah.
Should we bring Richard's body?
I mean, we probably shouldn't just leave it on
His
the
desk.
desk.
Well, he seems pretty
Yeah, when that
hard-working
spell breaks.
still.
Yeesh.
Yeah, let's go get some more rope, and
We'll come back.
hopefully none of us fall 350 feet.
Yeah,
How's the
that's
last
dangerous.
person gonna go down?
What if we get
That's the thing.
a
Like,
double amount of rope? So 600. Tie it to something and then build a little platform for us to
Sounds sketchy.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
pulley us up.
That seems very complicated. What we can do is we can tie little knots into the rope, so it'll make it easier for us to climb down.
That makes sense.
And climb up.
Yeah. I mean, we got time. It'll probably take like an hour to do that much rope. Maybe.
Yeah,
well,
like,
there's 5
we
of
could
us.
go
We
to
can
the
each
village
do one rope and then
and search for rope.
probably 2 ropes each.
Let's check all these rooms, make sure there's no rope here already, and then if not, I guess we go back up top and look for more rope.
Let's do it.
All right,
search.
I'm gonna search this room for rope.
Sure. For the sake of brevity, it is easy enough to search this place. There are no hostiles. You do not find any down here, and you do end up going back up to the village,
The surface.
where you may purchase some rope if you wish.
With Richard's body?
Do you take Richard's body with you? Sure.
Yeah.
Then we'll play the scene out.
Ooh.
What are you doing then? As you leave the space you don't find any rope down here. You search. You're pretty certain you
what's his
search
name?
pretty thoroughly and
Kale.
are unable to find rope.
Kale? Well, I go find Kale.
Sure. Where do you look?
Is he at the bar?
He is, yes, in the inn, yes.
I'm gonna drop the body in front of him. Out on his table.
Okay, as you
Just graceful.
as you like walk in with a body over your shoulder, there's a minute where the barkeep is like, you can't bring that in," and then you throw it down on the table. And Arlith, who is seems to be just enjoying a meal and
Kale.
Kale, pardon me, seems to be just enjoying a meal and a drink of some kind. It seems to be mid-drink as it when he like spits his beer all over the place.
I'm gonna pat him on the back. He's like, Kale, it's Richard. I think.
That's. He looks up at you. That's him.
Found him in the house. We went in the house.
We
Kind of drinks what's left of his beer. I don't. How did he die? Or is the house safe? Or
We think he died from the 40 to 50 stab wounds.
And I'll point at all the stab wounds on his body.
I see those. Are the things that cause the stab wounds dealt with?
Yes.
We're kind of in the process.
No.
Yeah, kind of.
maybe
This is like a two-step plan for us.
we
Step
need
one.
some material.
We're gonna need as much rope as you got.
I might have 50 feet at my house. Maybe I could get together.
Round up the town. We're trying to save you all.
Make a persuasion check.
Round up the town.
13.
13.
I'm gonna yell out, the town needs saving!
He kind of doesn't. As you're yelling, the town needs saving. I don't. People are pretty reluctant to let go of what they have. The 50 feet of rope I have, yours of course, but you might have to buy the other ropes. Looking around at the couple patrons in the bar, I don't see any volunteers.
So we had 100, so now we have 150.
Yeah, we'll probably
we
need
gotta
a boat.
buy another.
How many people are at the
At least
bar?
another 200.
Not very many. You can see a dwarf who seems to
350,
just be
so-
kind of drinking, eating by himself.
Because we have to tie all the little knots too.
Yeah, that needs some
Yeah.
length.
That's all you see. It just,
Yeah,
it just seems to be the
So, yeah, we would
bartender,
need 9.
Kale, and
total.
this old dwarf.
9 links total.
Can I go up to the
Yeah.
bar
So we have
Sure.
3.
and ask them,
Can I?
At least
Bartender.
another.
Oh yes.
150.
What can I get for you?
we need some rope?
Well, I might have some I can sell you.
We're trying to save your life here.
I might have some I can sell you.
Ask
Listen, there's a giant hole that we need to get down. Could be monsters down there. He's not lying. We're trying to save your life. We've already sorry about that, but there's already a dead villager.
Kind of looks over at the
We've already saved this one's life.
That was before we got here.
roll a persuasion check with disadvantage because
he's dead.
Turmeric already tried to make this exact check.
What is it?
Persuasion.
7.
I have some I could sell you.
Alright, how much?
How much do you need?
150.
150.
300 actually.
Oh, 300.
Yeah.
300. I sell you, say, 50 feet, 2 gold apiece. I should. You can see him kind of looking under the desk. He seems to be going through some sack or something. I think we probably have enough to get you 300.
At 2 gold per
That'd be
50 piece?
12. Am I doing that math right? 12 gold for the...
Seems steep.
That does seem
Is DME's
steep.
doing that math right? 50 feet each. You guys need 6. They're 2 gold apiece. 12 gold. 12 gold for the lot.
I don't even have that much gold. I spent it all on a fortune teller. Girl didn't see this coming.
I got 11 gold.
I have some silver.
It's only 10 silver to a gold.
Oh, okay. I got 10 silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any coin?
2 gold.
1 gold.
Who has all of our gold? I seem to remember we
We
had
spent
gold
it all
at
on
one
health
point.
potions.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right.
We're trying to
I
get more
spent
gold.
all my gold on your backpack.
And then
Chariot.
there's,
Yeah.
backpack.
Still being made.
Yeah, that's still not made. So I definitely can give you 10 silver or however many silver you want.
All right, yeah. So the 10 silver of yours and my 11 gold.
Kale, Kale.
How much is it?
You think you can help us out here and talk to your buddy?
I can try.
Cut us a
and
deal.
you guys have made this check twice.
Cut us a deal.
So he
Get him to cut us a deal.
does try to haggle, but doesn't seem to have any success.
I mean, we're gonna get how much gold out of this? What's how much was this for? This?
300.
We're gonna have
300 feet of rope.
so
I guess,
much
yes.
rope.
Yeah, well,
Think
who
of the
knows? Maybe we
resale
gotta go
value.
down more holes. I don't know.
Yes, it's.
Can I intimidate the guy?
What do you want to say?
I mean,
Like,
It's the cost of doing business. Put the pecs away. Let's just do this.
All right, I give him the gold.
You give him 12 gold?
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you count my 2?
No.
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 I gave him
Yeah,
10
10
silver.
It takes him a few minutes, but he does come back in several armfuls and gives you these 6 very big coils of rope as he puts them down on the counter.
All right. Let's start tying knots.
How does pitons help with climbing?
What is that?
You'd have to.
It's a climbing thing,
You'd
isn't
have to. You'd have to pound him into the wall.
Okay.
But
But that's for like footholds and handholds?
yeah, you kind of you wrap the rope around it so that
Makes it safer?
makes it safer.
Do you have those?
Yeah.
How
You
many
do?
of those you got?
Not enough to go 350 feet.
Maybe we do it like every 100 feet.
10 pitons.
so you can do it 30.
What did you
places.
have that with?
Dungeoneer's pack.
You can put a piton in every 30.
There's a high risk.
Assuming we can
Oh, yeah.
pound
It's
it
a
into that
high-risk
wall
thing,
too.
so yeah.
Also,
I mean-
assuming none of us fall.
I mean,
climbing down.
it's like really easy to climb down a rope as long as we don't panic or anything like
I mean,
that. We're really good at not panicking.
I want to say I think
so-
that's athletics.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well, some of us have minuses.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
I have faith in you.
Okay,
How
we'll
about
try.
tie
I mean, it's
you
only a 300-foot fall. Pretty
to-
sure I'll be dead.
one of us.
All right, I have so much faith in you that I will ride down with you.
Okay.
I'll climb on your back. And then
That's more-
if you fall, I fall too.
Okay.
Nice.
Except for I think you can turn into something to save yourself. I'm pretty much dead.
And when it's,
Maybe
Okay,
I'll.
Let me go down first. I'm pretty athletic. And
Let's
I will
tie those, like-
hammer in the pitons.
pretty sure
Tie-
I'm more athletic.
Let's tie the
Arm
little.
wrestle ya.
Let's go.
Okay.
You're in the bar. Do whatever you want. You want arm wrestle?
Oh, I thought we were knotting. I thought
Easy
we were
enough.
expediting that, knotting the rope and talking in here. But
No,
we can.
Yeah, we're doing it up here.
okay.
I mean, we can be nodding while you two are arm
There's
wrestling.
tables all over. You can arm wrestle on any one of them you
All right,
like.
let's arm wrestle.
Yeah, we're
Arm
discussing
wrestle.
this as
Sure.
We're nodding.
Go ahead and
You guys
roll
figure
Yeah,
out
opposing athletics checks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What you got?
What'd you roll?
15.
Holden 15. What'd you roll, Turmeric?
Yeah, 2.
13.
Yeah.
Holden wins the arm wrestle.
Yeah, you big orc.
I'm gonna use my last. No, I won't.
Remember, if you rage, you do get advantage on
Oh, you
strength with stability
cheer up.
checks.
cheer up. You've won like 7 of the last 10.
You're right. You're right.
Hey, nodding crew.
What?
You guys done the knots?
No. Knotting crew.
Oh, okay, I thought we were changing our name again.
Knotting crew.
I'm like, did we just change our name again?
We're the athletics
Actually, I
crew.
like that better
Yeah.
than I like these other ones so far. The nodding crew, yeah.
We're the athletics crew. You're the nodding crew. Are we ready?
Yeah. I think we're just about done.
We're about ready.
Okay,
Yeah.
nodding crew carries the rope down to the basement as well.
Oh, and then what do you?
I'm just joking here. That's an athletics job.
It's heavy. All 300 feet of that rope is really heavy.
Athletics. Athletics.
As you're like lugging the last one up onto your shoulders, you're like,
this is
a little too much. But you can't. It's too late to say anything now, so you
It's
gotta
heavy.
All right.
grin and bear it.
Let's go back
do
down,
this.
I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast forward, back down in the workshop underneath the house.
Where are
Looking
we-
down over this allegedly 350-foot-ish chasm.
Well, we got 300 plus 100, right? So we have 400 feet?
We have exactly 360 feet with the knots in it.
With the knots.
With,
Okay. Okay. 360 feet. Does that include if we tie it to something to get down or no?
Yeah, it'll round up.
It'll
to
round
about-
up.
Yeah,
Okay.
we lose 10 feet every time we try to put knots in it. So
Ugh.
So where are we putting the?
Yeah, we gotta attach this to something, don't we?
You got one of your.
Your things?
Yeah, I have a hammer.
yeah,
10 pythons.
can you
Pythons.
can you
Pitons.
can you get them in this wall? This is this smooth,
Yeah. It's like
smooth
bronze.
stone
Can I
wall.
test?
Bronze is a soft metal.
Can I rip?
Okay.
Just try it.
Bing, bing, bing.
You trying to put it on the
bing,
bronze
bing,
floor?
bing.
Yeah. Something to Inca.
You're not having good luck on the bronze floor as you try
It's
it.
soft metal.
Yeah, it kind of is, and it's denting as you're dunk, 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 driving it in, but you're not sinking the piton, no.
Maybe try on the inside somewhere?
Looking around at the white stone walls, it's only the floor is bronze. The walls are this smooth white stone. And the ceiling as well.
A bronzy. Okay, I'll try it on the wall. Bink!
Seems to work much better.
Give it a tug. Is it secure?
Yeah. We'll say for the purposes of this, you can take 20. You take the time to make sure that it is. As you sink it, yeah, it does seem. You tug on it, and it does seem pretty firmly sunk into the wall.
Okay.
Which wall? Closest to the hole, I assume.
Well, because like we're already limited.
right there.
Yeah, do it right beside.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
You should do another one in case that one breaks. So that-
Yeah,
I've only got 10. And we've got 350 feet, allegedly.
Yeah, but that's like the foundation.
Safety.
If
Yeah, I
that
think-
breaks, like we're pretty much
a safety.
screwed. So
Safety.
I would say the top is the most important.
Yeah.
Safety pylon. Pecan.
Piton.
Per.
Python.
I would say put in
feel
like
like
2.
You've heard of pecans
Turmeric.
before. That sounds like the right word. Yeah, pecans. Oh, pecans. Pecans.
Okay.
Con.
There's that turmeric reading.
Love 'em.
I do what I need to do to get it, yeah.
Labels.
Super, like, as sturdy as I can, as sturdy as I believe.
Sure.
And I need you to hang on to this. And just
this the
help me lower.
Can't just throw it.
Are we lowering someone? Is that what we're doing? And then someone can wait at the bottom and catch anybody that falls?
I don't know if waiting at the bottom is a good idea because we
No.
don't know what's down there. So if
Yeah.
Throw the
I think
rope.
we all need to get down at about the same time.
And
Oh,
as you're
okay.
looking down the hole, considering your options for the rope, you realize that second torch you threw seems to have gone out.
Maybe there's water down there. We
Did
could
we
have
get more
just jumped.
torches?
Maybe there's bad guys down there.
I've got torches.
I have torches too.
I'm gonna throw
I have-
I'm blind
I have
down there,
magic.
actually.
throwing the rope down the hole,
Sure.
What?
pushing it,
Sure.
the pile.
The rope
I
feeds
think
off the edge.
actually you should go first.
Yeah.
You got dark vision. I can't see.
See you at the bottom.
Where the way you have the ropes knotted together, it is not taut down the hole. So either the rope has hit the bottom and there is slack, or the rope has come up short and it is not taut. However you would like to interpret that.
Well,
Yeah, let's go.
I'm making my way down.
Sure.
I'll follow you. Well, I can't see.
I'll tell you when to stop.
if you wanna, oh no, never mind.
So this rope has knots every
Every-
so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the actual description of rope. It just gives us advantage on our climbing checks.
Okay. Yeah. But get shorter.
Yeah.
We should have got an extra rope to tie onto.
Turmeric, you're going down. Roll an athletics check with advantage. We'll do it in chunks of 100 feet.
Oh,
For the
good
first 100
Lord.
feet, as you slowly lower yourself down this massive shaft.
23.
22. It takes you a lot longer. Like you as you're going down, you realize how far this is, and it is extremely far into the earth that you're going. But with the ropes or the knots, every so often, say 10 inches or whatever it is, it's easy enough to do. Go ahead and roll for the next 100 feet.
With advantage?
Yep.
Oof. 21.
Yeah, still easy enough to proceed. The walls are unchanging. It's gotten to the point now where you can't see or hear anyone above you, and you can't see or hear anything below you.
Should we go?
I don't know. Is this rope gonna hold all of us if we start?
I can't see
going?
anything with my dark vision.
Are we
either.
gonna be able to? Is it gonna hold like 6 of us?
From where you are
5
right
of us?
now,
At the same time?
Probably
no.
not. Like I sunk those pythons in.
Should.
It should hold 5 people.
I mean,
Well, you're tiny.
4
but-
point.
So I'm 200.
4.210.
Okay.
Next 100 feet, go ahead and roll.
Oof. Doubles. 23.
23. You're still proceeding very easily. It's not a hard climb on the way down. You're currently at 300 feet in the hole. Would you like to continue descending?
Don't. So what do we have? 360?
Yeah.
And there's still nothing?
Doesn't appear to be.
I'll keep going down. 20.
20. You climb down about 30 more feet. And you can actually see it from your dark vision, so you're not caught by surprise. But the wall falls away. All the walls fall away as you're lowering down. It seems that you have maybe dropped through a ceiling almost, where the walls of the shaft are no longer around you, and now you're just free hanging on this rope. And you are able to make it down the last 30 feet to the ground. But that last 30 feet is a free hang out of the air. And as your feet touch the ground, you can feel you're standing on. There's something. As you look down, you see some kind of detritus, some kind of debris. In the dark, you're not sure what it is. It could be bones. It could be. You're really not sure, but it appears to be material that you're able to kind of kick through. You're able to sort of walk through it. Appears to be loose material of some kind. And you do get the impression down here of a room. You're not sure how far does dark vision see?
60.
Then you can probably see the whole room. We need to rotate this map 180 in the studio here, because the pit is under that map on that side.
Okay.
But you can see the full breadth of the room. One moment while we change the studio 180 degrees here in real life. We can just get rid of the map and stuff. That stuff can all disappear now.
Whoa!
So this is the shaft that you have landed through, Turmeric, which goes up for about 320 feet. And there's about a 30-foot ceiling in this space.
I don't see anything when I look up.
No, but as you land and are kind of looking at your feet and figuring out what you're kind of walking through, there's a very brief bright light from the corner of the room where you see this and kind of hear this almost. It reminds you of the sound of the chain being electrified almost, where it's this and then it very quickly fades out. But you can hear movement down here, and you can hear something. Sort of this metallic clicking and these very strange noises that you're not really familiar with. Coming from a few spots down here. There appears to be a few sources of movement.
Kind of like tug on the rope.
Sure, yeah, you tug on the rope.
We wonder when they're coming down.
Yeah, what are we?
Can you use your?
Only 120 feet. I was thinking that too, but I was like, too far.
Okay, well.
Should we just
I guess
start?
we start.
I mean, there's
Climbing
tugging on the
down.
rope. That's either a good thing or a bad thing.
I'm gonna spark 3 torches and then drop them down like flares.
Sure. Turmeric, a moment passes where this torch lands beside you, and then another one. And you can see the room is a little bit more lit now with these torches down. Turmeric, you can see stretching in front of you, covering the floor of this entire room, appears to be these disassembled pieces of whatever you fought upstairs. You can see arms and legs sticking out at odd angles. You can see open eyes of kind of the bodies of some of these things, some of which are half broken into, some appear to be pulled apart. And Turmeric, you can hear and see, just with your dark vision, just this sense of movement. Something is approaching.
From 350 feet, like, can you yell from 350 feet?
Well, it's a shaft.
Yeah.
You would be able to yell.
Okay,
And as this is happening, Turmeric, one of these, whatever is down here, as it makes its way closer, it looks like one of the things upstairs, but much, much bigger. This one's spherical as well, but appears to have 4 arms on the top of its body. And it is making its way in a beeline, seemingly towards you.
I'm climb back up the rope.
Sure, roll an athletics check.
from up top, I see, like, as soon as those land, I see him on the ground.
Yeah,
Like, vaguely.
you see what's probably
Yeah.
Turmeric. You see something.
I'm like, okay, there's ground there. I'm gonna go.
All right, let's go.
Sure. You guys are coming down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm coming out.
Yep.
With advantage?
Yeah, everybody can roll with advantage. Yep, because the knots are in the rope.
18.
Sure.
How many checks are we doing?
You're doing one every 100 feet. On the way up, it's going to be harder to climb, obviously. You do have advantage, though.
All right, Bryn, you ready?
This is what, athletics?
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm gonna like climb onto
12.
Bryn's backpack and like hold on to her as we go down.
Sure.
And every so often I'm gonna reach out and like give her like a little shoulder massage, pat on the shoulder, like, you're doing good. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
Give her guidance.
Yeah.
Here.
Sure.
I do that.
Fuck.
We gotta know what's going on
So,
here. So it's advantage and then...
yes, a lot of things are happening at once. Turmeric, you are able to start climbing up with 18. Climbing up is much, much harder. You realize.
Do you only get this once?
That's why I'm coming with you, because I'm gonna give it to you every time.
Every time? Okay.
Holden, as you start climbing down, you don't fall. It was 12, right? It was you don't fall, but you are very slow. There's a couple moments where you kind of
So nervous.
you kind of look down and can feel the drop below you, and you're going very, very slowly.
Oh, this is
You only make it about 50 feet,
sketchy.
about half the distance, and you hold up everybody else behind you as well. Go ahead and roll a check.
4.
18.
18. It's easy enough to do. You're only able to descend 50 feet though, because Holden is in front of you. It seems to be struggling.
Don't rush me. Don't. This is actually very scary. I cannot see a goddamn thing.
I haven't gone yet.
You're just standing on the top still.
I'm just
Okay,
listening
I'm
to
gonna go.
Loop, like, okay, Loop, he needs me to go on the foot
And you guys are
down.
getting close enough where you can feel the opposing movements of the rope. So as you're climbing down, you can feel Turmeric climbing up beneath you.
There you go. That's a 20.
20.
Yeah.
You make the next 100 feet without incident. So you're at 150 feet, and you do know that someone is climbing up below you. You can feel the movement of the
What's
rope.
happening down there? Turmeric, is that you?
13.
13. You only make it. You're climbing up.
Yeah.
13. You don't fall. You don't slide back down, but you are unable to make progress. As you try to hoist yourself up, the free hanging climbing a free hanging rope is really hard, and your arms and your biceps are burning, and you just kind of need a second.
Damn.
And you can hear Holden yelling down from up above, and you also can feel the rope shaking, and everybody on the rope knows basically other people are using it.
I'm gonna yell up. Go back up! Go back up!
And you can hear that echoing up.
I'm
the,
gonna
up
say,
the shaft.
no, go down, go down.
Something's coming!
That was the whole point of going down.
Yeah.
And anyone who looks down the shaft can see these 3 torchlights wink out.
Oh shit.
Maybe we
What do
can
you guys-
surprise attack.
You guys
Bryn,
see?
are you still making your way down? What are you doing, Bryn? You're 50 feet down right now.
Do we keep going?
We got this. We got
Lily
we
this.
got
is still at the
this.
top of the stairs, just at the top of the shaft,
Yeah,
just
we're gonna
watching this
keep
all
going.
happen.
How many torches do I have?
You guys are going
Make
back
sure we
down?
keep track because we've thrown like 15 torches down
I've thrown,
here.
like,
I'm pretty sure we've thrown 5.
is there 5?
Maybe
20. We
6.
did 21. We're going
might
down
be
the
21?
Yeah.
The next 100 feet, easy enough to do. You were caught up with Holden, who's just below you.
You have the book.
Can't
Okay, wait.
see
I have to
anymore.
keep track of how many
book
feet we were
We
at.
can, we'll check it next time. We'll say you have the torches. for now.
150.
You guys are at 150 feet right now.
Okay. 150.
Lily? You can hear this all. You can hear it all. You can hear Holden, climb back up. They're like, no, we're going down. And you can hear the whole thing going on.
Guys, I don't feel so good. I feel really shitty. I don't want to do this.
Shitty?
Do I need to climb up and help you too?
Cause my am I at 1 point of exhaustion? Or
You're only
am
at 1
I at
point, so
point?
you
That's right,
only
you
have
have
disadvantage on
disadvantage.
all
Am I
ability
at
checks.
-1
Okay.
already.
Oh shit.
But
Oh shoot.
Turmeric, we're
So
headed down.
minus,
We're headed down. We gotta
-2
we
and
gotta
then
do something. We're headed down.
I think it's.
Yeah. Maybe you should
You
help.
could probably make it come up instead.
you two are like you're at the 150 foot mark where it is turmeric on the bottom and Holden on the top, and one is trying to go up and one is trying to go down,
So headed.
and Bryn is right above it
Yeah.
with Loop on her back, and Lily be like, I don't feel good, you guys.
We've got 3 coming down.
Do you think you can do this on your own?
I can give it a shot.
All right.
I mean,
it should be.
I'm gonna climb back up.
Sure.
Oh my.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Turmeric, we got 4
With
coming
advantage.
down. We gotta secure the bottom for them.
All right, I'm going down.
Okay, roll.
Oh, turns out
start.
I'm not good at this either.
Okay, I'm.
9.
9
Oh my god.
on the way up.
oh my gosh.
Loop, you fall.
Can I try to
Lose
catch
your
him?
grip on the rope. You can try. Yes,
I'll
you
try
can
to catch him.
Sure, make a.
What check is that?
I'd call it a dexterity save, I guess.
Dex save?
As this little blue form goes. Well, okay. So first of all right, you are falling. They're at 150 feet. You're at about.
He was climbing
yeah,
from
so-
150 to.
Yeah, you're like falling right past them. Yeah. Okay. You
So,
probably
yeah.
won't have time to react before she would have a chance to catch you. So go ahead.
So
and try
I
to grab
can't?
her. Yeah, you can. You can.
Okay.
You can.
It's a dexterity save?
Yeah. Yes. We'll say dexterity save.
19.
19 is good enough. You're able to reach out and you grab him by the armor,
I got you, Lou!
and there's a sense where like it was close. You feel your hand slip, and he kind of almost threatened to dislocate a shoulder, but you got him.
Oh, this is so stressful.
Can I, like, move him towards the rope, I guess? Would be
Yeah, you
like,
can. Yeah. You're grabbed back onto the rope. You are now below Bryn, but above Holden
Okay.
and Turmeric.
What the fuck is happening up there? I can't see a thing.
Turmeric, as you're descending, give me a roll.
I got 17 going down.
18.
18. It's easy enough. You slide all the way to the bottom. Boots on the ground.
Can I grab a torch and light it
Off the ground? Or off your back? Or
Oh,
from the ground?
gone.
they don't appear to be where they were a moment ago.
Once I hit the bottom, I'm fucking spotting them.
And
Alright.
Holden
get out of my
slides down
way.
a minute later. Who rolled the 17 right after you?
I'm gonna take my sword and shield out and drink my potion.
Sure.
I'm
Drink your potion?
gonna-
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and drink your potion.
I'm gonna start heading down.
Okay. Just a straight roll. You have advantage with the rope, but disadvantage for exhaustion, so they cancel out.
Ooh, she's close.
But I have a -1.
yeah, so you take that from whatever your roll is.
So it would just be -1.
yeah.
Close.
Work with me, Turmeric. Come on, buddy. They went in there. They sure as shit come out.
You can.
Give me.
Got one.
Oh!
And 2.
He's like struggling
That's
with
why
the
he's
cork
better
on a
at
potion
rope
bottle.
climbing.
It's like fucking-
Rope climbing, no problem.
Oh.
Potions?
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
wow. Who made these? Who made these shit ass health potions?
Okay.
Hiya!
You could just shake it in the jar, also, I guess, if they don't come out.
Like, it's
4.
Plus
2. 6.
plus 2 more for a total of 8.
Okay. Yes.
What do you roll?
10.
10? On the way down,
I can't catch
not-
any more people.
Just don't fall. There's a
Just
minute where
don't
you're
fall.
losing your grip. You're like, oh, you don't make the full 100 feet of progress.
Oh man, where am I
you
at?
only
50?
you only make 50 feet of progress, but you don't fall and die.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Holy smokes, this is intense.
Holden
Yeah.
and Turmeric are boots on the ground. Holden has sparked up a torch, and as he does, Turmeric, you and he can see there are. You counted at least there are 3 that you can see of these large moving shapes down here.
3 shapes. What do
Yeah,
you want to do?
You guys can see 3 shapes down here moving, and as you
How big are
watch,
they?
much bigger than upstairs. Not full humanoid size, but they appear to be about as wide as they are tall.
Well,
Pretty big, and you can see. You're not sure what you're seeing. You can see movement and this occasional, very, very bright white, like a phosphorus light almost. It hurts to look at, where it's just this very bright white light that quickly dissipates, and you can hear the sounds of more movement as whatever's happening is happening. Meanwhile, on the rope.
So Loop is below me.
That's
then.
correct. Loop almost fell, and you luckily narrowly just caught him and swung him back to the rope. You can hear him kind of hit the shaft as he...
Did fall and was saved.
Did you? I was like, do you want to give it? Do you want to climb? Like, do you want me to like throw you above me
Give it another try.
and then give it another try to climb up to Lily? I can lift you and above me, and then I can catch you again if you fall, Lily.
He's only about 25 pounds, right?
Yeah.
35.
Yeah.
I should be able.
Okay.
That's heavy.
That's
Enough to
pretty
lift,
heavy.
not enough to throw above
Not
your
like
head.
throw him up.
He's
but,
like the biggest medicine
yeah,
ball
I
you've ever
guess.
held. He's
But
like
he would be able to climb over my
he's
shoulders,
like 4
right?
of the biggest medicine balls you've ever held. He's 35 pounds,
Yeah,
pretty
right.
heavy.
you're a weak little goth wizard.
I mean,
I rolled a
we could work together.
14.
Do you want me to
So I'm
14.
just gonna keep on.
Yeah,
Do
you're
you
able
want
to
me
descend
to
the next
lift,
100 feet.
climb with
So
you
I'm
back
at
up to the
150?
top?
Yeah, you're
Well,
like
no,
right
let's-
on
we'll-
Bryn's. You're like stepping on Bryn's shoulders at this
Okay.
point,
Hey, hey.
basically.
Bryn.
Oh,
you're
as you make your
you're
way
right
down.
You're right. Okay, well, what if I...
Your
It's
tail,
good.
your
No,
tail
it's
kind of
good.
hits her in the
We'll
face.
just do it. Well,
Let's
it's good.
just go back down.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
I'll be
good?
fine.
Will we keep going? Okay.
It's
Are
okay.
you on...
So
are
Loop's
you gonna...
below.
Yeah,
so you gotta go first.
I'm gonna. Can I climb back onto Bryn?
Roll an athletics check, I guess.
Good luck, buddy.
Oh, shoot.
Wouldn't it be great if we killed someone in episode 2?
Yeah.
8.
8?
8.
Hey, stop, wait. How far up are they?
About 150 feet.
50 feet. How far can I see with my torchlight?
You can see them, not with great detail, but you're able to tell where they are.
Okay, it's still their scene, so.
Okay. You fall with an 8 again as you're trying to climb. You fall.
So as I'm falling, I like look up and see the look on Bryn's face.
She tries to grab, but misses this
especially,
time.
and just start falling. After about 10 feet or so, 20 feet, 30 feet. Like, okay, no one's below me. Doesn't seem like anyone's catching me. 40
Well.
feet.
Wait, okay, what's the math here? No.
It's fast. Like you don't
Yeah,
you
I
don't really
know.
have time to suss this out. You just hear it.
So about this time, I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'm gonna have to figure something out on my own. So I'm going to shape change into a giant spider.
Okay.
Why didn't we do that at the beginning and just write them down?
And then I'm going to use my my 10 feet of blind sight
Sure.
to figure out exactly where the rope is,
Yeah, easy enough to do. The giant spider.
and then grab on.
I'd say it's probably easy enough as a giant spider. Even if you can't quite grab the rope, these stone walls are very smooth, but they're not polished glass. You're able to get a purchase on with your spider climbing abilities.
As soon as I'm like grabbing onto the rope, I'm gonna turn back into my halfling form.
Sure.
because I'm terrified that the weight will just rip the rope down off of the.
Sure.
Can't you just use your spider things to climb on the wall?
Are we close enough to the wall?
Yeah. Well, the rope is
should
hanging
be,
against the
because
wall.
the
The rope is not in the hanging suspended in the middle of the
Yeah,
shaft.
not until
So you kind of you more stick to the wall than you do to the rope.
Oh, in that case, yeah. Then I'll just continue down.
Sure.
Skitter down.
Yeah, you go down about 90 feet, and you are now climbing on the ceiling.
Jesus, it's a goddamn spider.
Yeah.
Would I be able to see this from, like, I'm looking down at Loop that just fell? Would I see him change with the fire?
You saw
from
something
below?
happen. You saw the loop falling, and then there's and then this displacement of air as though something very big was in the space something very small was, and then you just heard this like skittering.
Yell down the shaft, Loop! Anyone, is Loop okay?
You guys lost Loop? He's not down here.
It's just a giant spider.
Did you guys see it?
Is it a spider? Is that,
I could see
can he
it.
turn into a spider?
I don't know. I don't know.
Loop, if you're a spider, come back and pick us up.
Okay, what's up?
I'll start heading back up.
Sure. Down here, this sense of movement. Roll perception check, both of you.
Let's be back to back, and I'm still sketched out because
6.
9.
You're not really sure what they.
The fuck is happening?
These big shapes. You can make out at least 3, maybe more of them. Occasionally punctuated by this very bright light and kind of electric sound.
So I got like shield up and torch, and so
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be approaching. Seems to be they mostly seem to be scuttling through.
And
this
yeah.
place is just like a graveyard of those things you fought upstairs.
between what's going on here and what's happening up there, I'm like really disoriented and panicky. And I think there's a giant spider in the room too. I don't know.
Meanwhile, on the rope, Loop, you climb back up over to.
Yeah, and then I'll telepathically let each of them know, like, hey, yeah, no, that was me. Yeah, turned into a spider.
Nope. Yeah. Brenna's just like,
don't freak out.
God. Oh, I thought you were dead.
This collective exhale. Except from Holden, who is still. You can hear him downstairs. It's a fucking spider! Somewhere!
It's fucking lightning and spiders.
Big one.
You can telepathically talk, and can you hear a response?
Yeah. But just one at a time.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, can we ride you down? Can you hold?
This is a silent telepathic conversation. So Lily, you're like, the fuck is happening here, you guys?
Lily, just wait, hold on.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, hold on tight. I don't really have many. I don't have a saddle. It's gonna be bumpy.
Good point. Okay, just catch us if we fall,
How
I
big?
guess.
How big are you? Like how-
Large.
Can you spit a web?
Humans are medium
can.
for perspective.
Maybe you can spit
bigger than a person.
web net near the bottom,
If we, yeah.
like a web.
Can you spin a?
I can, but it's not like. I don't know if I'd be able to use it to actually build
A netting?
a net or
Okay.
anything like that. I mean, I could over time, like if we wanted to take like probably like 30 minutes or so, I could probably.
I don't know if the boys have that much time.
build some sort of a web, but no, I can't do it like really quick.
Okay.
Your hands are starting to go numb.
Yeah.
You're just hanging on this rope,
Sorry, Lily.
like discussing all sorts of things. You can't hang indefinitely. Eventually,
okay,
you're gonna lose
okay.
feeling in your hands.
Okay, I'm gonna just start crawling down.
Okay.
And I'll like kind of go beside her as she moves, and in case bad things happen.
Sure. See what you can do as a spider.
15.
15 is good enough. You're able to make the last 100 feet, 250 feet. You're like the next 100 feet without incident.
We should chase one
of these things
around.
You are still in the shaft. You are
Okay.
250 feet into the shaft.
Okay.
Follow
So you still have 100 feet? Is that-
Give or take.
After one.
I will go again. After.
Okay.
I guess I'll go 100. I'm gonna check on.
And then Lily comes next.
Yeah.
Just a straight roll, remember.
Is a natural 1.
Oh boy.
So it would be 0 because I have disadvantage.
You fall.
Can I?
You fall. What would you like to do? You are currently.
I can't do anything.
Can I try to catch her?
You just silently. You just cover your
Go. Oh, I don't even know.
Can I?
Guys. Yeah,
I'll
fall.
try to shoot out my web and catch her with the web.
Can I try to catch
So
her?
let me read how the ability works for you,
Okay,
and you can
okay.
decide.
Okay, like, can we cut to our scene?
Sure.
While this happens?
While this is happening, yeah.
That cuts from when she. Let's go.
The next one that sparks out,
Do you want to pass that to me?
I'm gonna run after it and be like,
Yeah, I'm still fucking. What the?
"Hey, follow me!"
What the fuck?
You're running at the next set of sparks
no.
you see?
I'm gonna follow it,
Okay.
chase it,
Okay.
see where it goes.
Web, range 5 to hit. Restrained by webbing. PG strength 12. Okay, so it's pretty strong. Okay.
So I just don't know if
How would I?
if it's more that it shoots the web and then it's
Restrained.
detached from me, or if I can like shoot it and then hold on to one side of it is kind
I'll
of what
say if you can hit the ranged attack. It's a ranged weapon attack. I'll say if you can hit the ranged attack, you can kind of like Spider-Man, like plaster her to the wall, like burst of webbing. I'm trying to think how spiders
How
like
would
because
I-
you can't spiders don't really work the way Spider-Man works.
No, they sort of like.
Yeah,
just like-
so we'll say for the purposes of this, it's kind of like a web
But
ball
sure,
of,
yeah,
like,
we're in fantasy world.
plaster against the wall.
All right. I have to hit you first.
Range attack, yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, 20.
Oh, there you go.
Is a hit. Yes, because she doesn't have her not using her shield against you. So Lily, you fall about 100 feet, and you can see your entire life flashing before your eyes.
Yep.
Everything, even the image of the white dress that you remember from the night previous. And just as you're about to say goodbye to it all, you kind of get punched in the chest almost as something just plasters you into the wall. And kind of looking around, you're pinned to the wall, but looking around, you realize that had you fallen another 20 feet, there would be no wall to pin you to. You got very, very lucky.
Oh, wow.
And I'll go around as well and like, I guess,
Spin me?
Wrap it up.
sink my fangs in. Actually, no, sorry. I'll wait until you're off the rope. And I'll telepathically let you know, like, hey, like,
So this toughest enemy we fought.
we need-
any D&D campaign
I
is
need,
this
I need
rope.
the rope. I need the rope for Lily here.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll, Brent, for your last descent here.
Come on. Oh yeah. 15.
Easy enough. You slide to the ground. Turmeric, as that's happening, you do see another spark in the distance. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run after it.
Sure. It is, we'll say, I'll use this dice for purposes. We'll say it's kind of over here. And as you run after, trudging through these kind of discarded arms and legs and chassis of these creatures, as you get close to it, whatever the shape is, you can see it appears to be spherical. You watch as the body just spins on the axis that you would think of as the hips, as this forearm spherical body just spins right around, and you can see the big center eye, a mouth. These are much larger than the ones upstairs. But whatever this creature is looks at you, and you watch as the two hands kind of flip around. You can't really follow their motion, but when they stop, they're daggers, they're swords. And it starts running at you as it charges up to you.
I'm gonna
turn around and run the opposite direction?
You'll be getting attacked. It's too late. But as that happens, you can hear other sources down here as well. You can hear the movement and the of these things orienting on you now that you are in the space. And you gather there are at least 3 of them. And one over here seems much bigger. On the rope. You have just hit the ground. You've just slid down. Boots on the ground. Basically, as Turmeric is charging out at this, you're not really sure. You just see him running with his sword out. Lily and Loop.
So I'm going to, like, kind of wrap one of my legs around the rope and then skitter to the side of the wall where Lily is webbed to the side. And then, like, using a couple other legs, pull apart the web and hand her the rope as I pull apart the last of the web, kind of thing.
Sure. She has the rope back in her hands. It's easy enough to do. Would you like to roll to descend the last?
Yeah.
What is it? Like 50
it's,
feet?
Yeah, but it's about 50 feet at this point.
And yeah, I'll go down beside her as well to try and
Sure.
be ready if anything bad happens again.
5.
When something bad happens again.
Yeah. Just your hands are just so exhausted. As you start climbing again, you make it about 5 feet, and your hands just slip and you fall. Loop is ahead of you, waiting for this. We try the same web thing. What do we?
Web is probably because it's a recharge, so I don't think I have it.
Right. So
I would have to just reach out and try to.
Try to grab onto one of his legs.
Sure.
I don't
Just
know.
in spider form.
Yeah.
Sure. This will be a dex save, just like it was for.
Okay.
Do you get like
Ren.
8 tries because you have 8 legs?
We're holding on.
It's okay.
It's only 50 feet.
okay.
Maybe she'll survive. It'll be fine.
5.
It'll be fine.
5?
It'll be fine.
You miss. Lily,
Yeah.
you fall
50 feet.
40
Oh,
feet
fuck.
as you.
Hey, what can I do? Stop before she lands. What can I do?
You can try to catch
I'm
her.
fucking stunned. Turmeric has just ran.
You hear above you.
Bryn has landed, and then I'm still like kind of just scanning. I don't know what the fuck, but
Use your desk.
what can I do?
You can try to catch her. You can make a dex save.
I see something coming down. What do I roll?
A dex save if you want to try to leap under her basically at this point and try to break the fall.
Okay, hold on.
This is gonna be for half damage at this point.
Okay, I run to try to get under her, and I do the slide,
What's your
Yeah.
AC?
and then I do what I can to like cushion a fall
What do you roll?
with a 7.
Okay. Let me just
See, like
see here.
It's 2.
This won't come to you. You already have more AC than that.
Fall 40 feet, eh? All right. Well, for the purposes of this, we'll say you do hit Turmeric. Holden does manage to catch you a bit, although you were kind of just falling onto him at this point. So you're gonna take some of the damage. You can share the damage if you like. You fell 40 feet, so 30 feet of it you're gonna take, and 10 feet of it Holden is gonna take. Lily, as you fall, you take. Oh, that's the wrong dice. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. As you fall, these arms and legs are just fly everywhere as you just slam into the bottom of this shaft. Holden, you only take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
because I have my shield in my back.
As Lily crashes into you.
Holy.
Are you conscious?
No, yeah, I have 2.
You're still conscious?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. And Loop, you were the only one in the shaft. You saw Lily fall and
I
smash it to Holden.
grab onto the rope and just go down as fast as I can.
Yeah, easy enough as a spider. You're not gonna fall. Everyone is at the bottom. Turmeric has run over and charged. Lily is flat on her back and maybe
Probably
broke her
wind, yeah.
spine. And these 3 huge shapes seem to be oriented onto Turmeric and are rapidly and loudly making their way over, charging through this Modron graveyard. And you can hear pieces of them flying away as these things are powering through this. It's like a few feet almost of this garbage and these Modron corpses you're plowing through. And we'll pick up next time with Turmeric getting surprise attacked by the spherical Modron in front of him. Lily at 2 hit points, having just fallen 50 feet, 40 feet. No. Who knows how many spells were used upstairs? Who knows? No easy egress available. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that's
wow.
A bad situation.
Tune in on Sunday when we're probably going to start Rolling Reckless Season 2 after this party wipes. Wow.
Oh, so
Hey, you guys made it downstairs, I guess.
Was there another way?
That was so fun.
I don't know. You know, there's lots of ways.
Maybe we should have explored more options. Maybe they had a ladder.
300 and some foot ladder.
How much does it cost to get a ladder?
I think our plan was about as good as it was going to get.
Yeah.
I think there might have been another way in from the outside. Because where else would that air come
Who
from?
knows? If you made this with us on Wednesday in the DM's Guild, you know if there was another way in or out of the pit. We already know. 350 feet was pretty mean, you guys.
That was
I
mean.
said less, but the guild was like more.
When you started saying allegedly, I thought it was just gonna be like.
I always say that.
I know.
I'm always like, seems to be.
This is gonna be hilarious.
This is there and abouts. Yeah, it's actually 900 feet.
I thought it was gonna be much less. And then we have like
25 feet.
we have like 200 feet of coiled rope at the bottom.
That would have been right.
Sunday at noon Mountain Standard is going to be the next episode of Rolling Reckless if you want to tune in live. If you can't catch us live, these go up on YouTube or in podcast form. You're going to listen to them. I think that's all I have to say. On Wednesdays, tomorrow included, we do a stream called the DM's Guild where we make this very campaign. Come and join us. This dungeon we designed. The next adventure we designed as well. So come and join us for that tomorrow. Or if you miss that, you can always find the VOD. Or you can support any other stuff we do. If you enjoyed what you heard, please consider checking us out over on patreon.com/talkingrecklesspodcast. It's the only way I can afford to spend all the time to do all these D&D things. And the video game podcast called Talking Reckless. The Westworld podcast that we have to record season 2 of soon. You guys should start watching Watchmen. We should talk about a Watchmen podcast.
Ooh, Watchmen's
Ooh,
so
that'd be
good
good.
right now.
Holy fuck, is that show ever something else? But thank you very much for joining us, everybody. To Oliver, Jay, K, P, and Amber Sparkle, thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back here Sunday, noon Mountain Standard.
Okay.
Come and join us for Rolling Reckless 3.
Woo.
We'll see you then.
Good episode.
Great job on surviving, everybody.
Thank you so much, guys.
We both felt really
Twice.
Where's all your natural 20s now? suckers?
I
So
made it
you're
down
minus
fine.
1 athletics.
I'm -1.
You're minus 1. I'm also minus 1.
Holy.
As soon as I started climbing up and I'm looking at my like, wait a
Not-
minute, I'm bad at this too.
We're all bad at
Not
this.
crew.
Yeah, you
The
guys
not
are
crew.
Not crew.
Should have not gone
Nothing
down.
crew.
We should have just had one of you convince one to come back up, one of the big ones.
That wouldn't have helped anything.
Yeah, because they have the hooks.
Oh, one of the big ones.
Yeah.
If you can fight them with just 2 of you, or now just 4 of you,
It's going to be hard now. 'cause, like,
it's gonna be a hard fight.
yeah,
One of us is a
we're all-
spider.
One of you is a spider,
That's an advantage.
a giant spider.
Maybe you can carry people.
Just poke it in the eye.
Poke them in the eye. That's the key. Poke, poke.
Won't turn the stream off. Thanks so much for joining us.
Oh.
Podcast this weekend sometime. Otherwise, we'll see you on Sunday for more D&D. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Everybody. Bye.